Mike, let me make sure my voice sounds as luxurious as I'm used to it sounding. There will be no yelling this episode.
I hear the calm voice.
I'm going to try to work on my slow talking on the listen back. I talk really slow. I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit for time restraints. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
I need y'all to take these voices off.
For real. Y'all not gonna come here with this ain't
You don't want
it.
to do the NPR pod?
No, I don't want to do that.
These two got some nerve dissing our professional pod versus voices. These niggas come in, they don't even talk without clearing their throat. Every sentence is, well, what I think about that. Y'all don't get to talk about such professionals as Parks and myself. Y'all don't.
You're the professional.
Y'all
that
are
got indigestion every day.
Y'all are to
Word.
sponge.
Sound like you
see
swallowed
burping in
a
the
watermelon. Fuck is you talking
You
about?
think that's how my voice sound?
No, we think that's what you do.
Like you ate a bologna and cheese.
Maybe he ate a bologna and cheese.
All right, we bumped into something
Heathen.
interesting. We were going to start with Ish not knowing how to put songs in his iPhone, but I like where we are here. Let's
Do you know
start.
how to put songs in your Samsung?
Of course.
I'm really here to pod today, so let's go through it. On a scale of 1 to 10, you think your pod voice straight to the where? Let's do for all of us.
I don't
mine
like
low.
Yeah,
You don't
I
like
hate my
yours.
voice. I don't like
You
my
rate
voice.
yours.
I rate it. What you want, a
Yours.
1?
How about
I hate
yours?
my voice, but I know how to
One.
control it.
1.
Yeah, like a
Okay, you got a 1 for you.
Got like a 6.
6 for you. That's his bad answer. You hear me? So arrogant.
Light skin.
He's so arrogant, yo.
Light skin.
A 6 is a D, my nigga.
That's Ishtopher Williams, man. That's Ishtopher Williams right there, yo.
Light
What,
skin.
you said, what about yours?
Bad is by itself.
I said I don't love my voice, but I know how to control
I
it.
got mine pretty high. I do. I got mine pretty high. Ish. Why don't you know how to insert songs in that thingamajiggy?
Yo,
Young boys
just
back there was
get
laughing
Apple
at you. The
Music.
timestamp
Yo,
killer
the
was
young
laughing
boy
at
started dying laughing. Like
Just get Apple Music.
Eddie
It's
Murphy.
$10 a month. You can swing it.
Okay. That's all you gotta do?
That's it.
you. Some of the people want me to explain why we uploaded to Spotify last podcast.
Oh, did we? I didn't even know we did
I
that.
didn't even know that.
We did.
No, that's dope.
Oh, all right.
Because
You gonna tell him?
because we wanted to.
Yeah. The fuck?
Ta-da!
You can do that.
Yeah.
Welcome to independence. You can do what the fuck you want.
You're not used to that. They're used to being told what they have to do.
Right.
It's a little different.
I thought that was like the obvious answer, but I'm a dick. And I'm trying to not be a dick. I'm trying to be less of a dick heading into 42.
Why?
Well, I'm either trying to be less of a dick or I'm certainly trying to clear all the people away from me that thought I was too much of a dick.
Reasonable.
Listen, no weirdness.
Cool. I mean, that's logical.
If I'm a dick, then go away.
It's logical.
Take that.
Some of them did.
Shut up, Parks. Little Weisenheimer today. Do I want to start with a call to tank?
That's where you want to start?
I don't know. Yo, I'm here to talk to the male R&B dudes today. It ain't too much to talk about, and even if it was, my head wasn't up long enough to see it. So I don't know what's going on out there in the world. I kind of just make my own news up at this point. I kind of just make
No, we're not gonna go past that.
No. That's exactly what we will do. I will talk to Tank. Okay. Not you.
Okay, you go ahead. Do your take.
What's up with you?
What you mean?
What you
said
mean?
You wanted the pod today.
I do, but
right.
not you taking the lead. I don't want you to drive the
I was
pod.
just going to answer your question.
I don't want you to play B Mike to the pod.
All right.
I think I want you to be like E Mike. On some of these topics,
Okay.
Get E on them.
I'm E on him.
Get E on them, man. What am I saying?
I'm going to call Tank.
Yeah, you R&B dudes, man.
They've been upset. They've been very upset.
Why?
Because people take everything out of context these days. They take saying women are running shit as fuck men.
Men ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, why does everyone take everything out of context? It applies across the board.
Send me that, Alex.
It applies across the
Yo,
board.
what did I do?
Everything in life.
I seem to have gotten us in trouble again. Or I seem to have gotten in trouble again. Something happened, but people are peeved at me
In the R&B
in the R&B world.
R&B
and that
dudes
really hurts
they
my
be with
heart.
the shits.
They
But
be with
that
the shits.
that hurts my heart. My hands work. But that hurts my heart because at heart I'm R&B, yo.
True.
I'm R&B.
That is true.
That's why you
when
give that.
so when the R&B dudes like try to gang up on me, it hurts me way more than when the rappers try to gang up on me. You rappers, I don't care, nigga. We all can cat hat bat. if we all take our time with that, we'll put something clever in between.
But can you hit a high E
And
flat?
that's what we'll do. But in R&B, yo, come on, yo, nah, yo. Because you got to think about that while you with your girl.
Yeah.
Now you throw Lucky Day on and fucking you realize the nigga got an attitude with you about some things. And that hits a little different. Did you? All right, man.
No, that's not the right one.
Where's the right one?
Right there. Right.
I never put in.
I ain't know niggas respond.
No.
Oh,
It
no,
got
That's
bad
why we gotta
out
watch
there.
what we
It got
say on
bad
here.
out there.
Niggas hear it and want to respond
Niggas
now.
listen to the pod, yo.
I ain't know.
Sometimes to hear things they don't like.
That's
So
wild.
all I think I said was that the women are kicking the guys' asses.
Yeah.
I triple down in that. I quadruple down in that.
I don't see how that's not even. It's like
That's obvious.
It's not even a matter of discussion. In
I
my
didn't
opinion.
see where the debate was. I
Right.
thought I said something like the fucking sky is blue, though Neil deGrasse would argue it isn't. And be right.
Well, if you look at the
Sky's
wavelengths,
not blue.
Sky's
It's
not
no color. It's extracting. I didn't want to hear that shit. I love you, Neil. It's my guy. But back to this R&B shit. Where was the debate?
there's no debate.
But there's a debate. Because here comes...
There's mad. You said that
Here
though.
comes Tank.
We picked up all the male R&B singers that are dope. They're just not.
We didn't name them all.
We ain't name them.
Not
We didn't
all
name
of
them.
them. You
But
can't
that
name
wasn't
them
what
all.
we was trying to do right there.
Right.
And here comes Tank.
What's Tank doing?
Let me let the audience know.
That's your guy.
Tank is one of the people that I can't say nothing bad about. I cannot and will not and would not. His voice is too much of an instrument. His pen is
crazy.
too much of an instrument. He's been a part of too many classics. His voice still today is classical. Tank is the man, yo.
And it's your friend.
Tank is my man. If there were such a thing as industry friends, Tank is my guy. Even if he don't know how high regard I hold him in, I've had success with Tank on a record. I can't say nothing bad about Tank. So when he responded to me, he didn't say nothing bad. He addressed me. He just did it in the R&B crusader type of way, which was to say, yo, Joe, I'll play it. I'll play it so I'm not at word of mouth here.
Oh, he went on the gram and gave you some bars?
Joe,
Here we go.
Joseph, don't do this. Don't you do, my friend, my brother. Don't you do this. Don't you sit up
My
there and
man right
say
here.
the new generation of male R&B artists is trash. Don't you do that.
New Joe Budden.
Just say the women are having a moment.
I didn't
Just
say
give-
they
just
all
give them their
trash. I
flowers
said it's trash-esque.
without trying to put us in the grave. Or not us. I'm old, but still, just give them their flowers.
He's saying that to me. See, Tank,
Don't try to
Tank
tear us
got,
down. Don't
he
say
might not
Brent
know I'm
Fires is
R&B
trash.
dude.
Don't say Young Blue is trash.
I would never say that. Kidding me?
Understand what I'm saying? Don't say Giveon is trash.
Would
Lucky,
never-
you did
bro,
say you
I
like
didn't
Lucky
say that.
Day, so you almost got to. But don't do that. Don't say that Vito is trash. Don't do
I
this.
never say that.
Them brothers is dope.
No, you
They
changed.
all
Having their
dope.
moment,
They all
and we
people are
celebrate
champion.
them having their moment, and that's
They
it.
just getting their ass kicked.
And when the time comes,
Every last one of them.
They're gonna have their moment. Joe, Joseph,
All right.
R&B money.
Tank.
Joe.
Do I have Tank's phone number, man? I'm nah.
You called him before.
Is this thing on? Nah, niggas gotta stop playing with my name.
No, you
I haven't spoken to Tank in a little while. If he doesn't answer, I'm gonna send a text. We're gonna get this call out the way.
Hello.
Hi, this is Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast calling looking for Tank. I'm looking for a gentleman named Tank. Hello? Hello?
Hey man, something wrong with you, bro.
Now you knew, nigga, that I was gonna call you. Tank, first of all, how you doing, my brother?
Come on, man. I'm always good.
Good.
Always.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, you ready to get to it, man? Why you said that to me, man?
What did I say?
You told me not to call the R&B dudes trash, which I didn't. I just said that they was getting their ass kicked, which I thought.
No. You screamed the word trash in Joe Budden fashion. It was loud. It was boisterous.
That sounds like
it was mean.
Well,
Kind of Jewish.
for 2022, clarification and transparency is important. Tank, I do a podcast for 7 years. I started radio in 2003. Sometimes, for dramatic purposes, we'll emphasize something that maybe shouldn't be emphasized.
No, you're the king.
We'll
I respect it.
throw a little sauce on something that shouldn't be thrown on. But listen, let me tell you, R&B is closer to my heart than hip hop. It is. It is. It is. I'm black. I started in the church. I thought it was like a fact that these guys were getting their ass kicked out there. And in the spirit of competitive nature, because that's what music is, at what point do you have to look at your peers and say, I'm getting my ass kicked out here? Because of you, I'm dedicating my whole podcast to male R&B.
Well, here's the science though. So you know the science, the industry science of it all, right? And so once a thing catches, or once a thing becomes a thing, or a fad, or a texture that's working for the moment, that's what's fed and that's what's super served, right? So we got her, we got SZA, we got Kehlani, we got Jasmine, we got we got Ari, we got these ladies who are having such a dope moment, but their texture, their sonic, everything about what they're doing right now, it's the thing, right? So it's going to be super served, and they're going to have that run.
It's the
it
thing
doesn't
'cause they
mean
made
that
it the
we
thing.
aren't doing good shit.
No, the guys are doing good shit. Just doing horribly when we start looking at what the women are doing.
If you compare the numbers.
No.
I agree
Wait,
with you
whoa.
there.
Tank. This is me. I'm never having a numbers talk. I don't care what the numbers are saying. I'm talking about art. I'm talking about artistically. The women are providing classics and have been for damn near a decade. We could speak from the newest.
You said providing classics?
Yes.
More so than men.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Classics.
Her Damage is a classic.
Her Damage
is a classic.
Is out of this world.
It's
so
a
we can't use that. That's unfair.
Oh,
that's
well,
out of this world.
Okay, then, all right. So I can't do that because classic. We need to have some time in it.
Yeah, it's an element of time involved.
Janae Sailing Souls is classic. The mixtape, Us versus Them, is classic.
Control's classic.
It's stuck around.
Control.
Classic.
Snow, Ella May's debut is impeccable. Now, when we start talking about men, I'm a consumer and I love R&B and I spend my money on it. I don't stream that shit. So I feel like I can hold these niggas' feet to the fire to say, yo, dog, what we doing? When do we get to compete? So listening to you, Tank, because you the man. Wait, let me land. Listening to you, Tank, because you the man. You know how I feel about you, nigga. You the man. I listened to you and went back and said, hey, maybe I'm wrong. I went to listen to today's R&B from men. I went to listen to today's R&B from men this decade. And then I went and listened to every decade of male R&B starting from the 50s. You don't want me to tell you what I come up with because you'll really get mad at me.
Did you land? Because I feel like you landed right there.
I'm done. I landed. I landed. I'm out of here.
Joe, here's the tough part about male R&B, right? And why it's had to evolve in the way that it has evolved. You don't have a bunch of women in the rap world doing melody and blurring the lines between what is R&B, what is trap soul, what is hip hop, all of that.
That's a great point. You got a point.
Yo, this guy is good.
That's a great point.
This guy is
This is
good.
what, Joe, this is what I do. You know, this is what I do.
Nah, he's the man.
That's a great point.
He's the man. Go ahead.
That's a great point.
These lines for male R&B are so blurred. Listen, let me tell you some truth. I listen to Future and Young Thug for new
R&B,
melodies and syncopation. I
course.
listen to the Migos for new wave syncopation and melodies and dynamics. That's what I listen to.
This guy's good.
No, he's smoking this shit. He's going crazy right now.
He killing it. He killing it.
But why do all male artists seem to do that, though?
We have to compete, right? That space right there, the melodic space, is owned by rappers.
That's true.
And so if we don't find a way to infuse who we are into that dynamic, we are going to die.
He's right. He's 1,000%. Yeah, he's right.
I don't know that he's right.
He's right. He's right.
I don't.
The point is
Joe,
very
I'm right.
valid.
Joe, I'm right.
His point is right.
Women
point
still
is right.
have like the coldest female rappers right now. Your Cardi, your Nicki, they rap.
They rap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They rap. The chorus is rap. There's no melodic nothing.
Yeah.
No, they're not stepping on our toes. Every hot hip hop artist right now is all melody, and some of them sensitive. Some of them are sensitive.
Now,
some of these are women. They're with their lady records where they talking about doing stuff to them that only R&B guys should be able to do.
now I'm gonna allow him to be right because I could say Doja Cat's name and end what he's saying. I could say I could mention the City Girls when you talk about that pacing and that tone the same way you speak about Migos, not to the same degree. But
they're not stepping on women's toes.
No, but I won't argue your point because you're right. Your point is correct. Men seem to have to, but that's why I won't argue your point. Because in my R&B point, let's exclude those men. Let's exclude Bryson Tiller. Let's exclude Party Next Door.
Black.
Let's exclude Black.
Why do we have to exclude them though?
Because of your point. Because they have to play in an arena that the women do not. So you're right about that.
That is the evolution of R&B.
But he's saying
he says that's the evolution of male
That is the
R&B?
evolution of R&B. That's the evolution of male R&B.
But then why is it not the evolution for women?
Like I said, they don't have to dance. You know what I'm saying? In spaces that they don't belong. Like women are still allowed to be sensitive. Women are still allowed to be vulnerable, and they're allowed to sing their faces off. Name the last hit record from a male R&B guy that was able to sing his face off, like full out sing, like go crazy. You can't even think of one.
Yeah, because I can't think of 10 of the guys that can sing their face off at a live show with a mic in front of their face without a beat.
They can, but they shy away from the moment because it's just not popular.
So then we gotta pull within ourselves. Yo, listen. I was at R&B Live that fucking Eric Nix used to throw in the city when The Dream came there and performed his hits, and Luke James came there and performed nothing but a voice, and it worked. Luke James is still there. Leon Bridges is still there. We have acts with voices that can sing, but if male R&B is not pulling that out because we're trying to fucking appeal to the kids and the streaming and all this other shit, then the playing field will never be even, Tank. Then the girls will be playing at an advantage that the men don't. Tank, have you heard Cleo Soul's projects?
Cleo Soul, no.
Do yourself a favor.
Yo,
Tank,
please.
do me a solid favor.
You know me, check it out.
CLEO space SOL. See, I'm talking about somebody that may not be so mainstream, may not be so commercial, but she ain't here to play these little mainstream kitty games. I'm here to do the art.
Yeah,
watch these beats. Watch these beats. Watch my voice, the arrangement, the songwriting. She is incredible.
Yeah,
that's what I mean, Tank.
Inflows also.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm still going to go back to the element of competition.
His point is right, though.
Where we are still in competition with rappers who are dominating our space.
He's right.
Like, and then at the end of the day, like these cats want to eat. They're not all me, where they built a 20-year foundation and they got, cult following and fans and all of these things. They're brand new in the space, trying to figure out, number one, not just be artistic, but also be famous and also be successful.
And put food on the table.
So when these guys are signed to major record labels and getting these deals and all of that things that are run by lawyers, and lawyers only know bottom lines, some of the artists sacrifice because they're like, y'all gotta fit in right here on this Hot 100 or we're not gonna make it. How many 23-year-olds want to be played on R&B or Urban AC radio? None of them. They want to be popping.
He's right.
Valid.
He's 100.
He's right.
Well, I do think that someone could come out and kill it, like a true vocalist come out and kill it.
You know who could? Sam Smith could do it. Oh, let him do it all day. Adele could do it
all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't do it again.
Ed Sheeran can do it all day.
I'm just saying that Ed Sheeran can do it.
That's true.
They'll let him do it all day.
He's right.
Posty.
And it goes straight to power rotation. They don't have to start let's wait till your streaming numbers get up. Oh, let's start it over here at these stations with small bandwidth. Oh, let's wait to let's go viral first. And then they don't do none of that.
Tank.
They go after their art like,
He's right.
you know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to, like the infrastructure used to go after ours. The infrastructure don't go after the male R&B art no more. The love of male R&B, black male R&B, is under attack, whether you notice that or not. And that's not just in music. That's an entertainment overall.
Oh, he just went nuclear.
Air
deep
horns,
on me.
man.
No,
Air
he-
horns.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Shots, all that shit.
hold on.
crazy.
He's out of here.
He's
now.
killing that shit.
Wait, because that's too important of a point for me to skip past. The male R&B is under attack, whether you see it or not. Your eyes would view it differently because you're a fucking go to this shit. What do you see?
Well, I see that our opportunities are just not the same.
Decreasing.
You know what I mean? When it comes to male R&B, when it comes to us singing our love songs and our songs of sensuality, our songs of celebrating our women, the playing field is not the same. The starting point is not the same. Like you take this to a meaningful record station, you know what I mean? That plays all of this other music, and the first thing they're going to say is, well, what are the streams? What does the Instagram look like? What is all of these? What's the story before I play this record? Like, it's not even about the traditional process. And so now you got kids who have to try and jumpstart love songs. You know what I'm saying? On their own,
Gotta go get Lil Baby.
or be forced to go to and let me show love to R&B radio and urban AC radio because that's my house, right? But we're talking about an array of stations that take 6 months to build a record. And by the time you put that album out after that 6 months of trying to sell one record, who's going to buy an album based on one record?
No.
And then you gotta start all over again with the next record, another 4 to 6 months. Where these guys on the other side of it, guess what? If that record is popping, we top 40 in 3 weeks. Oh, it's responding on TikTok. It's responding here. More avenues to even play that record. The people, the branding, they're not, bro. Do you know how many people? You know how many branding opportunities I do not get, and I've been doing this. But they would rather brand a murderer, a drug dealer, or somebody who just beat death row, murder beef, instead of promoting my love.
He's barring this up.
Yo, he killing this shit. Yo.
Like, it's under attack.
Well, Tank, they're gonna say that you old, and that's why they'll go with a young murderer,
No.
right? That is
No,
true,
they're not
'cause
going to
this
say
is-
that. They're not going to say that.
Well, and I
Because
don't understand
they're
because
gonna-
R&B is not a young man's game.
No,
They're going to
the
go.
following,
They're going to
It
go
used to be.
with what's popping,
What's hot.
What's
with what the
popular.
people are buying,
And they
what
say
the
that the
people
kids
are
dictate
responding to.
R&B
right.
used to be a young man's game too. Like
Absolutely.
in the 80s and
Yeah,
90s.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Youth is not even. It's not even, doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah, just
that's not even the point.
Yeah.
Like, we can think of many rappers that are over 50 that are cracking.
But
don't matter.
Well, let me ask you. You think none of that changes with the resurgence? Not the resurgence, but the dominance of verses, where catalogs might become a little more important, and a younger generation might learn a little bit or have more appreciation for some of the older acts. They used to announce that the streaming went up after every verses, right? So I mean, it had some impact.
Well, here's where it would hold real value, right? If after a versus with SWV and Escape, a record company saw the value in R&B girls groups, and five to 10 of them got signed. Didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So, or from male R&B standpoint, if they're like, oh, we see the value in that male R&B with Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown did the thing. Let's sign up about 20 of them. Didn't happen. Let's push this to, like, Versus is mainstream for those people with a catalog. Those people who've done it,
Legacy
those people
acts.
who have value or are foundational artists to what it is that we do. It helps them. It don't help the overall.
Speaking of catalog, I have to ask you this while I have you, because when the whole Blackground thing came about, I was conflicted still. I still buy music. I want artists to get their money. I was there for the whole debacle at first, and then you were the only Blackground act that was like actually promoting the re-release. Rest in peace, Aaliyah, of course. Are you supportive of the release or not? Because I didn't buy your shit because I wasn't sure.
I'm 1,000% supportive of the release.
Okay.
And
That's great.
And
That's
and,
great to
and
hear.
the reason I have to be is because there's two ways of looking at this, right? I can be mad at the 10 plus years that I lost revenue, or I can look forward to the 10 plus years to where I can generate revenue. And so I choose the latter. It is what it is, because in my mind, I had already moved on without that catalog. I was like, I'm gonna make bigger and better songs. It is what it is. But now that it's out, this is money I didn't count on. I didn't think this was gonna ever happen. And I definitely wasn't gonna try to sing 40 songs that I sang in my 20s with this 40-year-old throat. I was not gonna do it.
Thank God.
No way.
Thank you, Tank. Thank you. Thank you.
So I counted it a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this guy is so holistic,
It's the
man.
good with the bad.
Nah, that's a dope.
This
way to
guy
look
is-
at it.
It's,
That
this
makes a
guy's
lot of sense when
holistic.
you look
it
at it
does.
that way,
It
though.
does.
No, this guy's good. Listen, this guy don't survive this long without being good. This guy's good.
Yeah.
All right, my last question, man. And not even a question. I still get hype when I see you and Tyrese like each other's Instagram posts. I do. Hello?
I'm waiting for you to land.
I also think that TGT album is top 5, 10 R&B album to release last decade. I don't know if
agree.
y'all really know how amazing that project was, or y'all wouldn't be doing this frivolous bullshit, but I'll mind my business. Is anybody going to be the bigger person at some point for the greater sake of music, or nah?
Let me tell you right now.
Come on.
Let me tell you right now.
You know Tyrese just wild out sometimes. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
No.
That's
you know,
my man.
You know what I'm good at? I'm good at accepting people for who they are.
Yes!
You know what I'm saying?
Yes! You know Tyrese be wilding. Y'all don't do that. The Rock forgave him.
And my brother is my brother.
Thank
you. Know what I'm saying?
yo.
Right or wrong.
That's my guy.
brother is my brother. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
I go to
great.
bat for him. I go to war with him. So
That's great.
think about this. If you see me and Tyrese, y'all ain't really seen us like kicking it together, but you see like in the pictures, like there's more to that. You know what I'm saying? Of me and Ty, like people don't realize like that's my brother. Like we damn near talk every week, every couple days. So if you see us doing that, who's missing?
Tank.
I knew that's where he was going.
Tank. Well, first of all, no, we can find Genuine.
No, but
No,
I
we
get what
can-
he's
we can-
saying. I get what he's saying.
Joe,
But
I can
this
get
is what
Genuine.
I
I'll
dare
call
you to do.
Genuine tomorrow.
Joe, I dare you to track him down.
I
and
bet
tell
you I
him
can
to
get him.
TGT.
Tank, all you gotta do is offer niggas some pussy. I bet you I can find Genuine right now. I can find him tomorrow, this weekend. Tank, I know the baddest bitches in New York. What are you talking about? Why y'all having a hard time? All right, say less. Say less.
that's all you need? Say no more.
All you had to do was tell me.
Listen, don't you dare prey on my brother's weakness. Don't you do
come
this.
on, man. I will get. I know how to get a nigga in the studio.
Bring him a Dyke.
Why Genuine to lose his mind in Dykeman, man?
Yo, it's a nice studio right over here.
Yeah, come on. All right, great. All right, that's good. That's good to know. But yeah, no, all right. That's all I had, because that TGT album. Oh man, I still do it. I still do
Hey,
it.
listen, one of the most grueling processes I've ever been through making an album, but one of the coldest R&B albums ever, in my opinion.
No,
in
I'm
my
with you.
opinion.
I'm with you. Y'all went crazy, which is why y'all got to excuse it. Y'all knew Genuine was gonna be a problem when he was high up there. Good Morning America or some shit.
Here's what Genuine is, right?
All
Let
us
me tell you what
have a
Genuine
little
is.
bit of drink before we go to Good Morning America.
You stop it.
I'm serious.
No, here's what Genuine is. Let me tell you what Genuine is. Genuine is the least problematic person I've ever met in this industry, whatever. And Genuine is at a point in his life where stress doesn't register for him. And if it looks like stress, he's so well off, his money good, his land is good, his kids are good. He don't need the stress.
He know Bernice?
And so, huh?
Does he know a young lady by the name of Bernice Burgos?
She's been around. We've seen her.
early 90s.
We've seen her.
She killing.
She's been around.
All right, now she just walked into a wall. She looking good now. I'm gonna find Genuine. All right. I just wanted to know that the potential was there for a project if need be. If I got to call Kaiser myself, I'm gonna get this done. Goddamn it.
I think it's needed. I think it's necessary.
Me too.
I think 2022 there should be a summertime TGT album. That's just me.
Tyree's waiting for The Rock to do the next little nigga. The Rock ain't.
Listen,
I'm getting him in the
Tyrese is
studio.
gonna surprise you. Tyrese is going to surprise you.
He
If
always
you talk
does.
to him,
No.
he's going to shock you.
Yo, you know what? I'm calling him in an hour. I'm going to call him. Tank, I appreciate you. I love you, of course. And
Yes,
I
my
wish
brother.
you nothing but the
Absolutely.
best,
Same,
of course.
brother. Thank you, my
guy.
brother.
Okay.
That was fantastic.
Fam. He's
Round of a fucking, hold up, man.
yeah, get that nigga some air horns, some
claps.
drums, some shots.
Get him a pod.
Word.
He did that.
Well, observation number one, it's painfully obvious that Tank needs a podcast.
Word. They need a TGT pod or something.
He could talk.
I wish all you guys that weren't good at podcasting would stop making them so we could find the jewels like Tank and Ben Staples and get them to really do one without feeling like it's oversaturated in the market.
Bars.
He smoked that shit, yo.
He went crazy. But he's passionate about R&B.
But
Yo,
no,
see,
he
that
still.
beat up. But wait, let's highlight that. I don't want to skip over that. Because that be the passion that you could hear in people it's missing nowadays. Like, if you listen to me, yeah, I'm a lunatic. But you can hear passion from music, right? And that feels good.
Right.
When you speak to Tank, you can hear that. When you speak to Preem, you can
Yeah.
hear, like, right?
Yep.
That just feels good, yo. Now, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm sure all musicians have some level of passion.
I disagree.
Dog, this nigga.
Well, he said musicians, Ice.
Okay.
He said
Okay.
musicians.
Musicians, keyword.
He said
You're right.
musicians.
Fam, he broke.
Not these
Artists.
niggas.
Artists.
No,
Yeah,
not,
there's
no,
a
no, no, no,
difference
no.
between
That's
artists
different.
and
Yeah.
That's
No, you're
different.
right. You're right.
He broke the shit down though in layman terms where you can understand what he's saying, right? You can ingest it, and you can really see his point.
Fam, I never
Yo,
thought
add-
of that.
never
I
would've thought
never
of that.
thought
Yo,
of that.
add Tank on Instagram, man, because that's where he be at. Just tell him he killed that shit, man.
Yeah,
Tell him he
that
went
shit.
crazy. He
He
smoked
really
that.
did. 'Cause I never looked at
Because that
it
was a
way.
very obvious point that was right on Front Street. That
You could
who
just
thinks
look
about
over-
that?
Yeah, you could look
You
over.
glance right over it.
Unless you super passionate about R&B and you in the competitive, you got to compete. Now you got to compete with Future and Young Thug and Migos.
Right.
Think about
You
that,
don't
though.
have time to look at what Snow and Her is doing.
Think about that though. You
That's
talking
the
about the biggest rap
Okay.
hip hop acts.
I'll take that.
out there.
I'll take a L,
That's
yo.
who I gotta compete with.
I'll take a L.
If I'm an R&B singer coming in the game right now.
My thing though is I think
That's
it
my
just
competition.
takes I think it just takes one person to make it cool again. Similar to how Griselda made boom bap cool again in rap. I think it just takes one person to go out on the ledge and be like, "Nah, I'm gonna just do
And
this
wait,
shit."
wait. And Parks' point is why I feel like I don't take a L with Tank. Tank brings up, hold up, let me just land real quick. Tank brings up an amazing point that has all the validity in the world about having to compete with Future and Young Thug and just the newer acts, right? But on the flip side, when I talk about the ladies kicking ass, it's not just artistically. Because if you're an artist, let me get off of musician land and get on the artist land. Now, if you're an artist, you got to figure out how your image connects with your audience.
Right.
True.
However that is, you got to figure out your style of dress, your style of being seen, your style of
Cover art,
interview,
all that shit.
your style of, hey, do you have a cool little hashtag for your hive out there? Like, there's a new way of doing things that I think the ladies, when you look at it in a whole, in totality, they have figured it out, or we are in that moment where
No. I think it's the labels that are behind the ladies, the marketing departments and all of that are putting more into them. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm not going to step on you. I counter that with, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, the labels never wanted the women to win. I don't want to tell y'all that because y'all going to think it's coming from me and it's not. The labels never wanted the women to win. Talk to any of the women.
Which is fine.
Meg had to go burn down Houston before they paid her attention. Cardi will tell you the label didn't believe in her. The girls are expensive.
Yeah.
The girls are a headache. The girls are late. The labels didn't want to put the women to the forefront. That's why we've had X amount of years in music without the women being at the forefront. They took that shit by the bullhorn.
Yeah, but you know what happened?
That's a fact though.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but the label don't want you to win until you
All
win
of
it.
the
And now
women
it's
that are
profitable for you to win.
Oh,
Right now, it's profitable for them to get behind the winner.
You're missing the point.
But you telling me that the sky is blue. All you got to do is show a label that something's profitable, and they're gonna get people to go there.
Yes.
Hey, Nelly had people go to St. Louis to find the next him.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get hot where you at. The labels is follow the leader. So
Correct.
What you saying is a fact. What I'm saying is the women, all of the women that are popping, did it themselves.
But it's a difference.
Even at the different levels of popping, from the Dojas to the Flo Millies. Tank was talking about her. I would have loved for us to talk about Gabby Wilson. Cause the music was good then.
Yeah.
She had to go figure out a rebrand. She had to go figure out, my image, something's not connecting. Tanaja had to do it. Seven had to do it. I just watched Seven struggle for years, and she caught one. She had to figure it out. So why am I not holding the men to the same thing? No, you niggas can't just keep putting out this same regurgitated, computerized shit and telling me that you battling with Future. Nigga, Future's Future.
Right.
Future is X amount of the marketplace whenever he drops. He's in that we're going straight to pop when it drops. I'm Too Sexy didn't have to build. There's a reason that the A niggas are working with the A niggas,
But
yo.
that's what he's saying.
I know, but
As a dude-
what he's saying is all in response to me saying, the girls are kicking ass. Now, he's 100% correct in what he's saying, but that don't change what I'm saying.
It does change. Because what you're saying is, for the dude, the singer dude,
He's faced with more.
the singer dude, not
faced with more.
We're talking about the musician, the singer dude who loves to sing,
He's faced with
loves to write, loves to do all of that.
He's passionate about all of this shit.
Fam, for a dude to pop, and this is what he brought up with Ed Sheeran and Sam Smith. It's more. It's more. It's 10 times more than that on the black side.
Well, he named.
Let me finish.
Go ahead,
you talked about outfits. You talked about all that shit. When you're a white boy, they could come up there with a wrinkled T-shirt and get busy artistically, they're gonna be accepted.
You right, and if we include race, we'll always be right. And for 2022, I want to be a little less racy.
No, it's not
because I
about
spent
race.
the whole last year being racy. Let me talk for a second. Yes, those people get the Post, Ed Sheeran, Adele, Sam Smith. There's some names I've left off because they should be left off. Like Chris Brown shouldn't be mentioned. Chris Brown should never be mentioned. Chris Brown popped up in 03, dog. Heavyweights around. Had to sell records. Labels was really something. Had to transition between majors figuring out what it was. Came out on top. Beat a case. Nigga had the most turbulent career in front of your eyes. Too talented. You can't stop it. You can't stop a talent like that. Oh, y'all hate me? I'm going to go graffiti now.
It's 20 years ago.
For a year. I'm going to go dance. No, but he's here still. So
No,
so
what I'm
mentioning him.
talking about is a new
But even
art.
his music,
He's
though.
here still.
It's
But
changed.
listen to his music.
He ain't for
listen to
play.
his music from then to now.
I don't
though.
even. He ain't for play. I don't talk about him.
No, he not.
So I want to
No,
make
not
that.
at
I want to
all.
make that known.
We talk about male R&B.
I just want to make it known that the male R&B dudes that ain't for play, y'all names not even to be mentioned in this. Because the crux of my argument is the newer women acts artistically are putting it together in a way that the newer male acts are not. Tank's point is valid. My point is valid.
His biggest point
and I
was-
love all the music, so I don't want it to make it seem like I'm shitting on anyone. I want R&B to thrive. I want to hold y'all to the fire. I want to search for music on a Friday and
It's right there.
Yo, we missing some of his points. His major point was women are allowed to be vulnerable. Women are allowed to be sexy. Women are allowed to be women. The dudes today, they don't make R&B or write songs how they did 20
I didn't
years
want to
ago.
argue with him. Part of why Future is because of his ability to be vulnerable in R&B.
I agree.
So if the male R&B acts want to come on talking about popping pills and pardon me, but whatever aggressive shit they talking about, I don't know. Hey, mark that. Then so be it. But
that's the
you as an
climate.
artist, when you sit down with a pen and a paper or in front of a mic or in the studio, you have the ability to write about anything you want.
I know, but now you got to go sell it.
I was just getting ready to say that.
Now you got to go sell it.
You
Wait,
joking out.
Joe.
I gotta
And
go
now
sell
you got to
this
get somebody to stand behind what you writing. And in this climate, niggas don't want to hear that soft shit.
No.
And it might be a minority group that does want to hear it,
But
right?
marketable, even
We
if it is a
talking about
minority
money.
group.
You got to feed your family. You got to feed your kids. And he said that. Now you got to sell it. Niggas don't want to hear it when you take it to the label. They want to know if you got Lil Baby on it.
Or they will, like he said, all right, that's cool. The record is all right. What's your following look like?
Yeah.
Are you viral? Are you this?
that we here, yo. This is the greatest podcast in the world. Let me tell you a large part of what separates artists that don't have nothing to do with music. Willingness and ability to sacrifice. That's not talked about enough.
It is not.
So as I watch all of these music docs from back to the 50s, before they talk about the hits that took off, they talk about the struggle
Indeed.
and the ability to sacrifice in making a tough decision. Shit, this ain't even a race thing. They did that in the Kenny G doc too.
That's true.
If you are an artist, you have to learn when it's time to buckle your belt and not eat and sleep on your man's floor for a little bit versus, we on now. We on now.
I agree.
I remember going back to the hood when the label was saying, all right, find a record that works at radio. I was 20 from Jersey City. What the fuck do I know about what will work on a radio? I just learned how to make a record. Like, what are y'all talking about right now? So it's just some people that, I don't even remember why I brought that up because my brain's all over the place.
You brought it up because I said that now the young kids, when you faced with two things, and most people, it's easier said than done, right? Most people, it's like water. You're going to take the path of least resistance. So yeah, you could thug it out and you could starve, not knowing if you ever gonna pop. But when this label tells you go do X, Y, and Z because it's gonna sell for them, motherfucker, you 20 years old, you gonna go do X, Y, and Z. When you was a 20-year-old rapper, if they would have laid out a floor plan for you to go do X, Y, and Z, you would have did that.
And but in this day and age, fuck the label.
No, let me reply to that. They laid out a floor plan. It was just wrong. Because if you listen to the label people, it's going to always be wrong. The answer comes from the artist always. And we inject it into the game, and the game copies and mimics it for generations
I would
to follow.
agree with that.
So no, the template was, go to the club, surround yourself with bitches, stand on the couch, get you an upbeat, up-tempo record that will play at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the club. That was the template. That was wrong.
I'm not disagreeing, but they control the money.
Hey, wait, hold up. Stupid ass me. I'm not a street nigga. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a gang member in 2001. I'm on the internet. Hey, if y'all telling me to go look at what's hot, I don't know what's hot. I'm not outside. I'm an inside baby. Y'all didn't ask me that when you signed me. I like to be indoors. I'm an introvert. So now I got to go look online. Oh, shit, it's mad niggas out there online. Let me come tell y'all. They dismissed that for 10 years. We don't need to harp on it, but they was late. The industry's going to always be late. Yep. If you look at these docs, they're going to always be late. They're going to wait for one of us to figure it out, and then they're just going to insert it.
But
the problem is with the younger
artist, you can't figure it out.
Right.
You can't be held with the responsibility of
you trying to get high.
As a younger artist today, I don't need to figure it out because Instagram is going to pay me for uploading shit. Twitter is going to pay me for uploading shit. And YouTube is going to pay me for uploading shit. These are things that did not exist when I came in.
I agree.
So it makes it a little easier to strap in your belt if I got on a low scale, $5,000 a month coming in. You good with math. That's the lowest scale. If you building what?
If you got a couple
I'm talking entry level shit. Let's lower it a little bit. $3,000 a month to sit home. Yo, you know how blessed I feel that we come in here and do this podcast twice a week? 2 times, yo. What it says to me is, with proper planning, execution, and by design, you could set your life up in a way where you make the most out of your time.
I agree.
I think that a lot of these newer acts are seeing that and doing it, which is why we have Young Dolph saying, yo, they offered me 50 mil. I'm cool. That's why we got some of these other. That's why you got me.
The Russes.
Yo, they offered me 30 mil, but no. Listen to the sentence from me from fucking Spanish Harlem in the projects, yo.
Listen to any Russ interview. He gives you a blueprint every time you give a mic in front of him. You know what I'm saying? He was just on the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne talking about the blueprint.
Every time he opens his mouth, he talks about it. And he talks about how the industry won't put a light on him because why would you want to promote such knowledge? You wouldn't.
Right.
You wouldn't want to promote that. We want to fucking rob you.
We want you to keep thinking it's this way.
Yeah.
You can't know that there's another way out. The industry is designed to keep you in debt and blind.
Yeah.
And making them feel like they're the power.
Yeah.
And to the younger ones coming in, you're looking at it as, okay, if
I wanna
that's
get
what's
poppin'
selling
now.
and that's what's popping, I have to do that.
Now.
And the other thing that we missing is a lot of young artists coming in. I'm not saying all of you, please don't take this the wrong way. A lot of young artists coming in ain't coming in with the heart for it.
True.
This is ways to get the money.
No, it's a way to get out the hood.
But I'm just saying, we talk a lot. We're speaking a lot about passion, and I'm putting my all of my feelings in this. No.
We're dancing from musicianship
to artists.
To artists.
Yeah.
We are doing
Two
the
totally
dancing.
different arguments.
So we should make it clear to them. It's 2 different rules.
Well, that's why I
That's true.
specify I'm not talking.
I mean, but again, I just think that what he said, yo, it was just poignant because it's so many other factors for the dudes. You know what I mean? Like your talent ain't even the lead factor no more.
Well, that's yes and no.
That's not
Yes and no.
fam. They can fabricate songs.
Yeah, but talent still rises to the top.
I disagree. And me and you had this argument 20 years ago. Not 20, 15 years ago. It's televised on YouTube. Me and Joe was arguing 20 years ago about talent beating out the machine.
I was wrong in our argument.
The machine wins, bro.
Sometimes
The
but not
machine
really.
won with Rihanna versus Keisha Cole.
It did.
Okay.
But the machine
I
wins.
submit to the Ish's argument there.
The machine wins.
But remember, we was having this talk in 08.
It's still relevant today because you could take a Kelly Price. You could take a singer, a real singer that could sing their ass off and will smoke most of these girls under a dresser somewhere, but they can't market them. And that's where the money comes in.
Short term.
I disagree. But
Most
okay.
of the time, short term.
Okay.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let me open up right quick. A little late for an intro on the pod, but we doing this for male R&B right now. This ain't the version you got in your Serato, neither. Don't do that. It's the Carnegie mix. The instruments, it's different. It's different. You heard? See, y'all missed that. Little shit like that. You hear that? You hear that horn note when the verse start ish? Look at the horn. Look. Come on, man. Come on. I do this music thing. I do this.
You do.
Oh, YouTube, I hope y'all could get this. I hope y'all could. You can't, though. I got to monetize. I got to monetize it now. The things we doing for monetization out there, man. It's crazy. All right. We're going to get this going 40 minutes later, but it's cool. It's a vibe. Come on, man.
That's my favorite soul album. Man.
Come on, man. Nah, come on, man.
That should put you in a good mood.
Yo, what y'all on today, yo? What y'all on today? Why y'all show up like this today?
What you mean?
Y'all like seeing y'all inspired by the timestamp killer. All it takes is one dude to come and do his job thoroughly. Look at everybody else stepping it up. How y'all brothers feeling?
Great.
How you doing? How's your mental health? How's your family? How's your children? How's your wife?
Good.
Sorry. Sorry. Y'all just fronting still.
Everybody good, man.
All right, good.
How was your weekend?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Mine was cool.
Oh,
Little stayed home, watched some TV.
okay.
Stayed in bed, chilled out a little bit. That's it. That's all I got, man. Somebody take it away.
I was in
Somebody
album
take it.
mode. I had family
Please
town.
take
No, dead ass, please.
Take this.
Please, God.
Then,
No.
I got real high and went to the Met on Sunday.
Hey.
You got
That
real
was
high
pretty
and went to the
Wait,
Met.
what?
Yeah, the Met Museum. That was
What-
pretty
what-
interesting. I don't know if I believe half that shit. Yo, they had like paintings from walls, like on stone from 2000 BC.
That they stole from somewhere.
No doubt.
You think it was bullshit? They made that shit up?
Like bullshit, man.
A little slight, you call bullshit on some of that?
Yeah. And my second thought was the arrogance. They had a temple from Egypt in what was formerly the Sackler wing, but they got rid of the Sackler name. So I think probably because just
Rightfully so.
recently, like last
Yeah,
week,
I'm pretty sure.
No, I understand.
just happened. Yeah,
but they had a whole
we all watched
temple
Dope Sick.
from Egypt.
So they stole the temple?
I don't know
Yeah.
how they acquired it. Probably stolen.
You think they went over there? and
But
said,
even
"Yo,
if they did it, even if they paid people or whatever the fuck, the arrogance to be like, you know what? We're gonna take this to Manhattan. We're gonna put it right here.
y'all need it.
What
Let
are
us
you
hold this
talking
real
Let me
quick.
hold that
That's some
temple,
shit.
fam. You don't need that temple.
No, that's real.
Nah, we're gonna move it. A temple, it's stones. Like 4 foot by 4 foot stones. What are you talking about?
You hear his voice?
That is wild.
crazy
That's some wild.
shit.
That's some wild.
Fam, that is some.
You gotta be a real asshole to do that.
No,
Pull that
just
off.
white.
You
Just
mean
white.
you have to be a real asshole to participate in museums in America?
No, to take
No.
somebody else's
No, I'm talking
shit,
about the
charge
steal.
somebody else to get into
I'ma
this
steal
place
their shit
with
and
your
charge
shit.
you to come look at this
Yeah.
shit that I stole from them.
Which is
I'm listening.
museums in America.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure museums worldwide.
Oh yeah, I don't even think it's just America.
No, but if it's your shit, you go over
Yeah,
the
I
museum.
can't speak for worldwide because it might be their shit. None of this shit over here
It's ours.
is ours. We're going to museums
You're right.
to see shit that they took from somebody and brought it over here and
Indeed.
put it in a nice glass case. I'm trying to be less racy, so I'll leave that to y'all.
Nah. We know I fuck
You're not
with the
doing that
whites.
because
That's some white shit, though, yo.
it's too many white people that I fuck with out there.
I love
some
the
of them
whites.
have hit me
know.
like, yo, it's getting heavy to listen to.
It seems like they were being pretty equal opportunists about stealing shit. There was Roman shit, Greek shit, fucking.
Yeah, they stealing
were
it from
stealing
everybody.
all the motherfuckers.
That's your cousin.
French shit.
Now you borrowed that from your cousins and them. Let's trade. I'm gonna give you some American shit. You give me some Italian shit.
But that being said, it was pretty inspiring because it was like humans are fucking nuts. Like people were 2,000 years ago making these detailed fucking gold chains and shit, like fucking armor with nipples and abs on them and shit. Like, how the fuck was y'all doing that shit?
Nah, like if you go to I don't know if y'all ever been, but you go on like the Sistine Chapel and all that
called
shit.
us. You hear what he just?
And I didn't like it at all. Don't do that again. Please don't do that
talk
again.
down on me like
Don't do that again.
I don't know if you uncultured swine have ever been to the Sistine Chapel.
He didn't even look this way.
Say the point.
I don't know if them niggas over there
Just
been.
say the point, right? Don't attack us.
Yeah, you ain't have to do all that. What's wrong?
Because even if I never been, I never want to tell people that while
I
you
might have
have
lied
been.
and said I went
go
there
ahead,
before.
yo, stop. Honestly, you respect us?
You didn't have to do
Clearly
all that.
no,
You could have just
but-
said it.
Just go ahead, yo.
No,
I don't know if you niggas ever been there.
You
Yeah,
could
I've never
have
been to
jumped in.
Mykonos either.
You could have jumped in the conversation.
He loved throwing Mykonos.
Yeah, I
out.
know. Because you know how to spell it.
They had
Yeah.
handwritten documents from fucking
Yeah.
Egypt. Like, I've seen letters that my grandpa wrote in like the World War II or whatever that are faded.
And the
How
ink
the
is
fuck they
wearing
got
off.
some shit from
They-
3,000,
they
4,000 years
professionally
ago?
restore that shit. They be
That shit
having
is
that shit.
crazy.
with
Oxley
oxygen.
bullshitted.
Tanks with no oxygen.
I was thinking my whole time like, no way, that's not real.
Nah,
Can't be.
Tanks with no oxygen. All that. Go ahead.
Oh, come on, conspiracy theorist Joe.
No. Y'all are cooking, and I don't want to step on my co-hosts. Y'all are going crazy. But while y'all were talking about that, somehow it led my brain to the YouTube rabbit hole that I went down today of these two Mexican dudes who just build duplex apartments with lavish underground living conditions with pools from scratch in the wild, right?
Okay.
There's two of them. They seem to have monopolized the word primitive. Their YouTube page, I think, is like primitive building or primitive tools or primitive, anything with primitive.
Okay.
There's these two Mexican dudes, and they keep building astronomical shit out of just wood. And it looks amazing. And I thought this was pretty amazing when they had 50 million views on one or two vids.
Uh-huh.
As I continued to search, I learned that it was probably them that owned all of these primitive pages, and they keep uploading the same video on like 10 different pages. So they look really poor. But I think they're billionaires.
I've seen them niggas before.
I think they're billionaires. Look at these two dudes. They're billionaires, yo. They are tricking us with dirty clothes.
Well, that's what they
Just
do.
take your shirt off while you do this.
That's what they do.
Oh, no, you pulling up some bullshit with 8,000 views. These niggas average 50 million views, and it's on 10 different pages.
Nah, you ain't see that nigga thumb? That nigga thumb look worse than yours. That nigga's not rich. That nigga's not rich. He not rich.
He's rich.
That's the second time, man.
Yo, I don't want to be the guy to tell you this.
Nah, I
He's
seen
rich.
him build a swimming pool.
He's also
out of
rich.
clay.
He's rich. He may be not look rich. He may not sound rich if you heard him talk. This kid is rich. He's a billionaire.
Somebody monetize this shit is rich.
No,
Him
he
right there, he
monetizing
may
this
not be
shit.
rich.
If he don't own these pages, then he has a lawsuit coming to somebody.
No, they might be.
I
just
thought
him.
about stealing this nigga's content and putting it away.
I just be impressed, man. Human, like in the last 2 years, we've been stuck inside the house, fucking looking at the internet and like seeing shit that people did like this or like in the museums. Gave me like a little new faith in humanity to some degree.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, man, we're pretty
Fam.
cool sometimes when we're
These
not on our
niggas
bullshit.
No,
built
we
a
not bad.
Winnebago by hand. Fam, they built a Winnebago by hand.
Out of sticks.
Nah, these
and
dudes are
mud.
good.
Nah, they put a little spin on the Three Little Pigs.
What?
For real.
Yeah,
You're not blowing that shit down.
Look at him, climbed out the tunnel. All right, enough of these dudes. They got enough money. What would you gentlemen like to begin with 40 minutes in, 45 minutes in? Anything you want. Whatever is on the dial. We can start anywhere, you gentlemen. What's important?
Yo, did y'all watch? I don't know if y'all watched
You better start with something that's not
the
important.
video music box shit.
Okay, that's not the most important thing in the world. Right
Just
now.
said
That's
asshole.
not the
Start
most
wherever you
important
want.
thing in the world.
So
right
you
now.
go to what's
We're not going to
most
start there. We'll start with something a little more relevant. Okay, I didn't see this. Didn't have this one here. Not going to cover that.
Yeah, no.
Not going to cover that.
way.
I think that's the media going wild.
Yeah, nah, fuck out of here.
Yeah, you ain't gonna trick me with
No,
media
sir.
tricks. I will wait for the proceedings. Thank you very much. Don't fool me with what the blogs are saying. All right, let's see. What is important?
Still festival season. You want to?
Oh,
I
I meant to tell fucking Tank that all the niggas doing that Can We Talk challenge are trash and they're off beat and off key and they sound like shit. Maybe I'll call him back to tell him that. Yeah, I'm gonna call him back. All right, Travis Scott offered to perform for free at Coachella. Coachella said no. Don't know why that's big news. It's probably big news because of the names involved, but no festival is touching Travis Scott right now. His name and the appearance of his name is a liability.
Yeah.
It detracts fans right now. It's not an attraction. It doesn't incentivize anyone. So this was painfully obvious when it was reported. I just felt I needed to tell y'all because they made it a thing.
Tell the why.
Yeah, they made it a thing. Yeah, no, they can't have him. They can't host him right now. And
no one have him.
And Coachella's not hard pressed to find a replacement.
No.
This ain't Summer Jam letting DaBaby perform. No disrespect, because I did like that move.
Just a little different.
But this ain't that. Now, boy, was it telling that Travis Scott would want to perform for free. That part was telling. Now, we know in his predicament, you probably should want to perform for free. But what it says is that, we kind of need the Coachella machine to make things look a little more, to make things appear. If they see that Coachella is still backing this, then maybe we won't lose all of these other opportunities. He lost his little energy drink. I didn't know he had one, but
Cacti.
I can imagine that when people die, you're going to start losing some deals. Travis Scott, I pray for you. Hold your head still.
Yeah.
I know this is still rough for you, and you still have to balance this kind of juggling act. So that's not lost upon me. I want to pray.
And just to clarify, they said it's not canceled, it's on hold. They gave, this is basically just saying you too hot right now. So we're gonna sit it down for a little bit.
Revisit this
We'll revisit this
in
when
February.
you cool off. Yeah, when everybody
You're
forgot.
still a
about
money machine.
Exactly. That's all. That's what it's really
Canceling
saying.
you, my nigga,
100%.
We can't not work with you. We just can't not work with you right now.
Right.
You got to think about him though, and what he feeling just sitting at home. You know what I'm saying? Like you just sitting at home.
He'll be all right.
He probably don't want to go outside.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say yes and no. You do, but you don't. Like people died. We ain't really got to think about him.
Right. He'll be all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's alive.
And this is coming from a huge Travis fan. I still listen to the
understand.
music, but how he feels right now because people are backing away from him is like at the bottom of the list.
I ain't say about people
No, we
backing
just
away
saying
from
how he
him.
feels
I'm saying
about
how he feels
being a
at
part
home.
of such a catastrophe.
Yeah, I ain't talking about.
He didn't ask for that.
Yeah.
He didn't plan for that. I'm sure if he could have his way, it would go another way.
Of course.
See, and that's where I differ. I'm not saying he asked for people to get killed. He's been asking for injuries. You have a lyric saying if it ain't no mosh pit if it ain't no injuries.
He has been asking.
I'm sorry.
He has been asking for organized chaos. He has not been asking for death.
I
We
didn't-
will not
I said
put
he's
that
not
on
asking
him
for death.
in this time.
But
people died, so
People
we want to
died.
be clear.
Correct.
Yes, he was promoting being wild and being free and having fun.
Indeed.
I am not going to say that Travis Scott was promoting death.
no,
Not at
no,
all.
I'm not going to do
no,
that.
I don't even
not
think
gonna
he
put
was-
that on that black man
I'm
right
not
now.
saying he was promoting serious injury either. A lot of times people say what they say, but that don't necessarily mean that that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, when you gas-
Unfortunately,
when you
it
gas
don't
the
matter
door-
what he was promoting. The result is the result.
True.
We don't really care about your intention because this is what happened. It's bums in the Port Authority that didn't intend on being homeless. Yet here we are.
Fam,
Your
when you-
intentions don't matter.
when you at your show, I believe it was in New York. I forget which venue it was. Maybe in Irving.
The one where you talk to guy and jumping off the
Yeah,
thing.
like you are asking for serious injuries when you gas the dude up to jump from the top and he broke both his legs. You're doing that. Maybe he don't jump if you don't do that.
I heard a different side of that story, but I don't want to argue
Yo,
this.
whatever is happening, I imagine him to be having a difficult time.
Exactly.
No doubt.
And I am praying for anybody, parents included, of people that lost their children, that's having a difficult time. And that's just not related to Astro World. Holiday season.
Monster.
I hate to be that guy again, but the world keeps showing me that's what it is in December, yo.
it is.
It ain't just dumb.
No, it's not.
It ain't just dumb, yo. Niggas is fucked up out here. Niggas is dying. Niggas is fucked up. Yo, rest in peace, Vic, yo. Rest in peace, Vic. Rest in peace to Vic. I hate to bring New York business to a worldwide platform this way. But Vic was a beloved uptown nigga, man, who died over the weekend, had a heart attack in a club. That's the story that's reported from the news outlets. If I'm incorrect in that, then my apologies. But I want to be sensitive to this and handle this with care because this is somebody from uptown that niggas love, niggas fuck with, was cool as a fan.
Yeah.
And he was 31 years old. 31 years old and had a heart attack while he was outside partying, having the time of his life. I'm still one of those guys that when people die, especially at a young age, and I see their Instagram or you guys show love and post their Instagram, I go to their Instagram. And I pay attention to the plans that they had made. Vic was promoting New Year's Eve plans, real big party that he was a part of hosting, that he won't be a part of hosting, right? It's super, super, super sad. And that's part of the PTSD that comes with podcasting, especially this month. I've been saying it all month. I come in here. I don't think we've done a podcast this month without a rest in peace.
Not at all.
We have not.
I don't even think in November.
It's been
a minute.
It's been a little while.
It's been a minute.
These times are trying for people. They're difficult for people. And to randomly have a heart attack wherever you are with your loved ones watching, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. And of course, everybody that passes has young children. Hurts my heart even more. Rest in peace to Vic. I dedicate this episode to Vic. And our prayers, thoughts, and condolences go to anybody who knew Vic, loved Vic, everybody uptown, everybody that partied with him, had a vibe. We want to celebrate his life today.
No doubt.
Because I know a lot of people that were extremely
Me too.
close to Vic.
Me too.
So rest in peace to Vic. But it's not just that, yo. It's not just, okay, I have kids, so I have a soft spot in my heart for kids, right? And it's my baby's birthday today. Round of applause.
Oh, happy birthday,
Nice. There you go.
My guy turned 4 years old. I love you, baby.
Damn,
Hopefully you hear this someday. It flies. It flies by. Happy birthday, Lex. I love you. But just when niggas pass when they have children, it just hits a special spot in my heart. Like my mind does all types of thinking and racing and just thoughts and prayers, love, condolences when you got to transition during the holidays. It's nasty. It's nasty out there.
That's just really my biggest fear right now.
A lot of heavy hearts uptown, man. I feel for y'all. As it should be.
That is my biggest fear. Like I look at my uncle, rest in peace. He passed away when his daughter was 6 months old, and still, like every time I look at my daughter, I'm just like, yo, I gotta be here, yo. But you ain't in control of that.
You have no control.
That's
over
the scariest shit to me,
bro.
bruh.
And you won't be here. Like when these types of deaths happen, like a small part of me starts hating on the people that'll be alive and present 70, 80 years from now. I believe they'll have a device to say, hey, you take another drink and you are this close to a heart attack or this close to a seizure. Like when we start having those conversations about chips and how they might be advantageous, health is the first thing I go to.
Yeah.
So it's like some of those things that we fall victim to now, just not knowing when our body will collapse on us, having no control over where we'll be. I don't think they'll suffer from that 50, 60, 70, 80 years from now.
Shit,
And
might
I
be
get
sooner than
jealous.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you listen to Elon Musk, it might be sooner than that. Rest in peace, Vic. Shout out to his family, friends. Really, 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 really beloved on Dykeman and Uptown, man. Sad day. If we listen to Elon Musk, then yes, who is, round of applause, Time Magazine's Person of the Year, Man of the Year, Elon Musk. I don't have much to report on that outside of all my stock people telling me that Tesla's the move.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's what I have. Elon said the chips are closer than we think. He said trains in LA are closer than we think. Everything's closer than we think. I can't imagine what that guy's brain goes through on a day-to-day, so I'll just invest.
I think I'm smart. Them niggas make me look like a fucking mental midget. Yeah, like, fuck your little dumb ass out of here.
Yeah, because they just think about when it comes to being smart, they just think about some of the things that are like really far out thoughts to us. Like Elon Musk is talking about, hey, in IRL, we don't have enough humans. Right? Like, listen to that.
Wait, we don't have
That's
enough
what
humans?
his brain is plagued with. His brain is saying that modern civilization, as the world ought to know it, does not have enough humans to function the way that it's supposed to function. That's what his brain says.
That's so weird because everybody else is saying we got too many.
If we're idiots, I mean, I like to listen to people like him who just think different.
Outside the box. I don't
Just
want to be
think
around the box thinkers. Yeah.
Neil deGrasse, anybody that's just has an outlandish thought that sounds stupid today that might make sense in 50, 60 years. I want to hear from them. I do. And I want to see what LA looks like with trains. I see what New York looks like with trains, and you need more money to fix it.
But
Every day there's somebody attempting to stab somebody on the New York subway.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
that's
I
where
ain't
your
trying to be funny.
No, that's where your brain went. No, what I'm saying.
That's not where my brain goes. That's what they doing. I turn on the news every day.
Yeah, look.
Every day is, yo, a nigga smacks the shit out of a girl on the train. Yo, nigga stabs somebody on the train. Yo, a nigga mental health problem goes on the train. Actually, I come in here today because all weekend my brain stayed on back to having kids and having a soft spot for children. There's a video going around of a mental health patient. And
I ain't want to talk.
you have to talk about it. And I'll grant him the courtesy in death to call him a mental health patient. Actually, before I get there, I want to highlight a doc that I watched at least 90 times because that's how sick it was. And I don't remember the guy's name. It was Sean Vanis or Sean Cantus or Sean something. But this little white dude was sick enough to kill his girlfriend and 2 daughters, both under the age of 5, and help the police look for them. Now, I watch a lot of docs, yo. I do. I have never seen one where the 40-year-old dad kills girl dad, as they like to say. Kills 2 girls and his girlfriend and helps the police look for them for 30, 40, however many days it was. If y'all saw that story, then y'all know just how sick it was. That's up there with, for me, the girl that was on trial for trying to aid her boyfriend that could kill himself via text. That was a unique case as well. But I ain't never seen no shit like a parent doing that. He threw his 2 daughters in an oil.
I remember this story. Yeah, I remember this
pit.
story. I seen this too.
Alive.
Yeah.
They were alive. Earlier in the doc, the oldest one is talking about how she's a daddy's girl and she loves him to death. She was the one he threw in last. And she said, "Daddy, what are you doing?" After her little sister was gone in oil. Not water. Oil. Right? So I think about this because I have kids. And everybody that dies has kids. And this nigga's a sicko. And then we have this video floating around. If you haven't seen it, I'll explain it to you for the last few days. It was so disturbing. I tried not to watch it, but then it gained traction and momentum. So it's a gentleman who is clearly going through mental health issues. And he's using this video to discuss mental health issues when it comes to parents or dads specifically unable to see their children. And going through the court process and the baby mom process of seeing your children when it gets rough. This guy was a sicko. This guy killed his current girlfriend who was pregnant because she threatened for him not to see his kid that wasn't born yet. He killed her, went to his ex-girlfriend's house, knocked on the door, turned his video on, and started recording himself saying, yo, I did some wild shit. I blacked out. I just killed my ex-girlfriend. Yo, ladies out there, if you could let the dad see their kid, blah, blah, blah. He went into why he was losing his mind. His ex answered the door. He said, "Oh, there's my ex right there. Today is the day." And he ran in there and he killed his ex after killing his pregnant girlfriend and then killed himself. Now, I want to say to y'all out there who might suffer like me, trigger warning, because this stuff is disturbing. But I am going to play this. I'm going to play this clip. This puts me at a crossroads because I don't feel like people who are this menacing should have their points shared. But I also don't think that y'all should hear that type of malice, that type of evil from me, because I don't feel like I possess that in me. So let me see if I find this here. Right? Bong, bong, bong. And we have bong.
I gotta make it quick. For everybody out there that supported me and really knows what's going on, thank you all.
Listen how sick
I've been
that
going
is.
through a custody battle. I've been going through having my ex-wife say I molested my children and all kinds of craziness. Been fighting for custody for 3 years. So,
Yo, I'm gonna pause this and talk through this, yo.
Shit has been real crazy. Years.
Hold up, how do I pause?
All kinds of craziness.
Pause. Stupid ass big fingers. Many of us men have gone through custody battles. To the men out there who don't know how custody battles go, they get really ugly. They get really ugly. Sometimes things are said that are untrue and that paint your character to be in a way which it isn't. That's how custody battles go. And I'm going to talk through this because he seems to be justifying this type of evil, and it's disgusting.
Shit has been real crazy. What's up, Oliver? You know about this.
This guy's giving shout-outs in the middle of
with
this.
my ex-wife, blah, blah, blah. So, and start dating somebody new.
Okay.
And she got pregnant. And, we got in a fight. First thing she does, she's threatening that she's going to do the same thing. You're never going to see your kids, blah, blah, blah. It's the holidays, man. I don't have no family, nothing. Anyway, I'm
going to pause this because though this individual is sick, he speaks to something that I'm sure is prevalent in many of us out there. It's tough around the holidays, yo. It's tough around the holidays, and we cannot account for how tough everyone is and what they're enduring and going through, yo. His story, as he says it, is not unfamiliar to me. I've gone through it myself as a black man. I've had many friends go through it. Let me make myself clear. None of this behavior is acceptable, nor do I condone it, nor is it God-fearing. This is sick.
Something crazy, man. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo.
Oh, that's why I paused it. Because that's where it gets confusing to me. Hold up. Pause it. I want to pause. Pause, stupid ass big fingers. That's where it gets a little tricky to me, and I'm not opening the floor for conversation. But how much do I attribute your mental health to mental health when you stop and acknowledge your mental health is off? See, that's where it's tricky to me. Only me as a mental health guy. Because what he did should not be excused. And I know how America works, so we're not loaning the sympathy card to monsters like this. But should you be viewed as mentally ill if you're able to stop before a mentally ill act and recognize that you're about to do something that's mentally ill? That plagues me. We'll skip it. If it's too real for y'all, it's fine. Let me just let him go. I'll let him go.
It's the holidays, man. I don't have no family, nothing. Anyway, I just did something crazy, man. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo. Felt like a dream. Like, I never thought I would be that guy. I can't go to prison, so the person that really started my depression and all of this...
Explaining himself.
My ex-wife. So, she next.
He has reason to how he got here.
I'm going to do myself too, but I just wanted to say this to people.
Pause it. See, that's the other thing that plagues me. We don't have to discuss it. I mean, are we still to acknowledge mental illness when you are acknowledging what the root of it is or what the start of it is? See, that's your mental health is not for you to blame on someone else is the problem that I'm hearing here. And while I know that this could be tough, whatever he's dealing with, your mental health, well, that's the responsibility of you. And if you're irresponsible in that, many people can be affected. I don't want to keep playing the justification of this monstrous fucking act because it's disgusting. But I do want to highlight and use this to highlight that November, December, and January can be rougher than some of us imagine. I won't pretend to get in this dude's head. But to put yourself here try to justify, explain yourself, and then record yourself as you're attempting to kill someone else, I don't have any words. I'm speechless. This troubled me all through the weekend because I love kids. And allegedly, he had kids in the house when he killed this young lady, his ex. Really troubling story. Trigger warning to anyone that this story may have disturbed. It was disturbing for me as well, so I feel you out there. But this is a reality in many hoods, especially during the holidays. Totally unrelated, I'll use this time to again reinforce. Because traffic is up, shopping is up, spending is up, outside is up. All that shit is up. All the key things for me to rob one of you niggas is up. The special Crocs that's dropping, you niggas better put them in a K-Swiss box. The new iPhone, you better put it in something else, Android box. You better do something. Bad time to be funny. But it's December what? 14th, 15th? Mm-hmm. And I fear that this is not the last podcast we come in here and do to say rest in peace. If you're asking about some of the PTSD that comes along with podcasting, I go home and guess names who I hope it won't be. That's sick. Some of y'all out there already know me to be sick. I am here to tell you I'm sicker than you think, and that's heavy for me. It's heavy when we've lost as many people as we've lost, as many people that have impacted my life the way that Nipsey and Juice WRLD and Triple X and so many others have, DMX, Black Rob, Stuart Scott, Fred the Godson. Kobe. I can go on, yo.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can go on.
Long.
I can go on. I don't want to. Hopefully I don't have to for some of y'all to get the point out there. But a lot of this news is disturbing. Rest in peace if you have lost someone that you love during this time. An extra rest in peace if you were a part of that person's New Year's Eve plans. Gets rough. I love y'all, and I hope that we all make it to 2022. I've said that twice a week for the last 5 weeks.
Yep.
But I love y'all. And I hope that each and every one of us make it to 2022, myself included. Actually, let's not move on just yet, because this stumped me over the weekend too. The guy that killed his kids and his kids' mom, the two daughters, and threw them in the oil tank when he was at sentencing, and they allowed everyone to share, his parents got up there. And the mom grabbed the mic and said, "Son, I still love you." She said that in front of the parents of the girl he killed. She said that of her son who killed her grandkids. She stood up in court and said, "Son, it's fucked up. I want you to know I still love you." Now, granted, this is probably her last time seeing her kid, but this paused me for the rest of the weekend. I couldn't do that. If my kid kills my grandkids, peace, nigga.
You say that now.
I know that there's supposed to be this thing called unconditional love, but why I can't love you from far? I love my grandkids too now. If you kill my grandkids, what make me think that you're not capable of killing me? It's a danger to self now.
I think it's a woman thing too, because women don't. I can't speak for women and how they feel and how they think.
She
but
said that in front of the parents of
she
the
carried
kid that
she
killed,
carried that
yo.
person in her stomach for 40 weeks. She raised them. She reared them. She's wiped his cuts, his boo-boos, all of that, dog. Like, we don't know what that's like.
We don't, because
So,
we're
at 35
stupid men.
Exactly. So at 35 years old,
I'm telling you what it was like watching it.
my mother would have told me the same thing.
They pant to the camera of the parents of the deceased. They just wept even more. Like, I have a hard time being in their shoes, hearing you tell the person that killed our family, yo, I still love you. Wow. Just wow. I'm done. Maybe I'm not mature enough to articulate what I want to say. But when I watched it, wow.
So you think?
Wow. Moving on.
Maybe she shouldn't have said it.
I wouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have said it right there. I call me whatever you want. I would not have said it in that moment.
Because I think about my mom.
That may be my last time seeing my kid. My kid. But it's not my last time speaking to my kid. I'm going to the jail. I'm gonna let my kid know how much I love them. If I love them,
Nigga, if he goes to the right
he's not
jail,
gonna make it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but saying that in front of a courtroom,
You're not thinking about that.
I am thinking about it because
she's not thinking about that at that moment. Joe.
Why not? The biggest fear in the world, whenever it was speaking in front of an audience. So
she's not thinking about the audience. She's talking to her son.
Joe, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? She ain't thinking about the audience.
Yo, wait, stop, because I don't want y'all to do this thing where y'all attack me for what I'm saying in a position that I've never been in.
No.
I'm not saying I'll know what I'll do in that situation. I'm pretending I don't know.
She don't care about no.
Yeah, she don't care about none of that at that moment.
She don't care about none of that.
I'm saying without having been there, I think I maybe would. You don't think you'd be that cognizant is what y'all are saying.
But what I'm saying,
and we'll move on because this might be too morbid. It's a beautiful Wednesday. We'll move it on. We'll keep it pushing.
Like you said, she might have said, I would never do that. But being in that position changes it. The same way you just said that. That's why when I said, you think so? When you sitting faced with that, it's a little different.
It's possible. She might have not spoke to him until she found out.
I hope I never find out.
I don't want to find out either. I'm good.
Yeah. Y'all don't have any control over that. So who cares about what you hope? Who cares about your little human fucking insignificant instinct? We have kids, we love them, we raise them to the best of our ability, and they turn out how they turn out. Who cares what you want? That's not the conversation for this. What do you do when that's what comes up to your door?
You don't know until
you don't know.
That's the point,
You don't know.
That right there is the point.
We got that. But no parent wants that, yo. No parent wants that.
For you to say,
maybe
if
she's
I'm
right.
in them shoes, I wouldn't. I don't know if I would do that.
There's no right or wrong here, because hopefully none of us ever get in this position. I'm just speculating. Yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough. That's it. There is no right or wrong. I don't know. Never been here. I'm eliminating myself from this. But watching it, I was like, oh.
So you need to watch some Happy TV.
Maybe but no, I don't. That's horrible. That's disgusting.
Happy TV is
disgusting.
Okay.
It's disgusting. Nor do I want to hear a story from a prude. Let me tell you about how I didn't fuck this guy. All right. Why? That just doesn't sound interesting. Tell me about when you got fucking hammered beyond your wildest beliefs, met some nigga in the club, let him take you to Pound Town, and then dipped on him and he fucking never answered the call again. That's a funny story.
It wasn't good enough Pound Town. That's Pound Puppies. Pound Town, you get the phone answer back. What are you talking about? She answers the phone, fam. Pound Town.
Just move on, man.
I tried to get us. I tried to get us.
We out here.
Yeah, I tried to go to the tracks.
Off to the races. Off to the races.
You have some more happy music to play.
Something, man. God damn.
Yeah, I got
your whole
right
mood down, bro.
I got y'all right now. Say less. All right, what else is going on? We said Travis can't perform.
Speaking of the festival shit, you see they was throwing bottles and shit at DaBaby while he performed?
Yes. I saw that.
That's fucked up.
They're not over it.
I don't think that's fucked up.
We've been on stage with someone threw bottles before. That shit's terrifying, bro.
Fam, you said you don't think that's fucked up?
Not at all.
For people to assault another individual?
No.
Got your mind.
You from Irvington. You think it's crazy for nigga to get assaulted too?
I'm not from Irvington.
Or are you with niggas getting assaulted when it's due? And I'm not saying it's due for him. What I'm saying is I support freedom of expression. You are a servant of the people. You offended the people. You found a business way to be before the people again. That don't mean all the people will be happy. You have to take with what comes with when you're before the people. No, it's not right. But yeah, you should fully expect one nigga to throw a bottle at your fuck. What the fuck is you talking about? Why was that even news? I'm shocked. It wasn't enough bottles.
You bugging.
It wasn't enough apples.
Yeah, you sound crazy.
Nigga, I'm from when niggas put batteries in a sock. What are you talking about? I sound crazy.
Fam, you do a podcast, right? You tell the fans every other week to suck your dick. So
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
So
I don't. But let's keep it in truth. This has been 7 years running.
I know.
I'm a New Yorker. No, I don't just say suck my dick or welcome to the Frank stand twice a week. I don't. But go ahead, because you got a point to make.
Every other week.
No, that's not something that's a lot for me. You're on Patreon with me, so we give them a little more behind the scenes,
right,
and
so
suck
cool.
my dick flies a little more.
All right. I'm saying in whatever
In
whatever
slang
form.
behind the scenes.
Cool.
No, I did not say. And if I did say, yo, if you suck dick behind a garbage can, go die, I would expect for people to throw a bottle at me. Now, to that, you say what?
That's not what he said.
I'm staying on my same sentence.
If I said what he said, I would expect for people to throw a lot more bottles at me. To that, y'all say what?
Bro, no, you're taking I don't want that sentence. I want my sentence. My sentence was you say whatever you say on the pod, right? So if a fan feels a certain way about it, that does not give them the right to try and assault you.
Nobody has that right.
That's my point.
Oh, wait, stop. Then we're not arguing. Nobody has that right. I'm saying I'm not mad at niggas doing that. I'm not saying they have a right to do it.
So now where does this stop?
Go ahead.
If his security pulls out a gun and shoots the motherfuckers that threw a bottle,
Then he
out
will
of
go to
himself,
jail.
That's my point. So nobody has a right to assault
that
nobody.
That can't be your point, because security's job should be to de-escalate, not infuse a situation with aggression. So if his security takes out a gun and kills people because he got a bottle thrown at him, I'm going to say, how did that guy get a security job?
We're not disagreeing with you. But again, in the heat of the moment, nobody should have threw a bottle at him. The same way in the heat of the moment.
Boo, something like that.
Yeah,
fine.
the fuck you talking
You're
about?
throwing
Like, yo,
bottles.
it's self-defense. If he
Anywhere-
pulls out a gun and shoots the nigga that threw a bottle at him,
Then
now
he
what?
will go to jail.
And you would champion what?
Nothing. It's not my business. I'm not in it. You
Fam.
shot someone, you go to jail.
After
I didn't
getting
throw
hit
a
by
bottle.
a bottle.
Fam, you buy a
Fam,
ticket.
if you shoot somebody because somebody hit you with a bottle, go to jail, nigga. I'm not losing sleep because you went to jail. That's bad discernment.
Dog, you buy
what are you
a
arguing
ticket
with me right
anywhere.
now? What are y'all arguing with me right
you
now?
buy a ticket to any event.
Have you
or
ever shot
anything.
someone when they threw a bottle at you or stepped
Fam,
on your
he's
sneaker?
going to the extreme.
You're
We're
not,
not talking
you're
about
not
shooting a
arguing
nigga.
that side.
I'm never
bitch. No,
hitting
you're not.
We're not talking about.
I'm
We're not
never
talking about
hitting nobody
shooting
for
a nigga,
saying
nothing.
something either.
I'm talking about.
I'm not throwing a bottle at a motherfucker
You
because
buy
they
a
said
ticket
something.
to an event and throw something. Your ass gets arrested.
Fuck you
you get
talking
tossed
about?
out. Throwing shit. I don't care if it's a festival. You're doing this because it's cowardly because
Fact.
they can't see you. Because they can't pinpoint who did it.
What you saying is a fact, so I don't want y'all to get lost in what I'm arguing. Yes, you should get arrested if you behave that way. I want y'all to address what I'm saying, and y'all aren't. If I say what he said, and if I then go on tour, yes, I expect for a bottle to fly. To that, y'all say what? That no, it's wrong? Yes, it's wrong. So let's get to the center of our argument, because I agree with y'all, it's wrong. I also say he should have known more bottles were coming, and that's not the end of it. That's not the end of it. Whenever he pop up again, bottles will fly. They didn't even react to the song the way that we are used to them reacting to the song. Know why? Because they there to throw bottles at this nigga now. That's what he's there for.
Well, he
and if
made
that's
the
what
best
you
out
got to
of it.
subject yourself to get a check because you got iced out the game 2 seconds ago for some stupid shit, then what the fuck is that my business? He got to do it.
Fam,
The professional he is, he kept it pushing.
he did. But again,
He don't have a choice now. He used up all his get out of jail free cards. The baby that we know would not stand for somebody throwing a water bottle at him on a stage. We've seen how he responded to that before. I won't bring it up because that's my black brother. But he don't have no more of those. So what the fuck are you going to take every one of these bottles that niggas throw at you? Because you got kids and you're passionate about this and you did something stupid. So this is part of accountability. Sorry that the fans aren't better behaved. Because that's what y'all saying. The fans should be better behaved. They ain't. He gonna go to venues where it get way worse than Rolling Loud. That little 10 water bottles his way?
I'm not saying that at all.
Please.
I'm
Please.
I'm saying
Please.
that whoever threw the
Please.
bottle deserves
Anybody
to
in
get
this
their ass
world will take $300,000 for 10 water bottles at their head.
Absolutely.
I ain't the fuck am I looking at him like he's a victim or some shit. He ain't. He ain't. Y'all do that. This nigga's paid to get bottles thrown at him after saying something stupid. You know how many artists I know said something stupid and never got a shot? I have no sympathy for him. Take the fucking Poland Spring bottle, nigga. Y'all were saying.
No, you moved the goalpost.
Go ahead, cook. I'm quiet now.
No, you just created a whole different situation. What I'm saying is, I don't give a fuck what he said. He don't deserve to be potentially assaulted. That's what I'm saying. And so now, when you potentially assault me, nigga, and my niggas assault you back, then you don't say shit.
Nah, it ain't gonna work like that either.
I know, that's my point. And that's my point.
Not gonna work like that.
I know that. I already know that.
See, my problem with this is when this shit is like glorified, like
then,
what you
then
just
it gets
said,
worse at the next
exactly.
venue.
The niggas that are gonna go to the next show and turn up even more now.
And throw apples or throw some other shit.
Now they're gonna throw
then
batteries.
What happens?
They might not have been thinking batteries.
Fuck out.
That's my beef with that.
Wait, slow down.
That's just my beef with it.
Let me not sound like I don't understand Ish's point. Let me just paint it in a broader scope. I understand, Ish. Yo, when y'all niggas fuck with niggas that may potentially be killers, you have to deal with what comes with that.
Yeah, so if I smack you, you don't gotta smack me back.
End. I'm not offering a response to what Ish is saying, because that's right. Yo, y'all out there in the internet world, what Ish is saying is right. I ain't beefing. I support what Ish just said. It's a fact. Let's move that to the side, because y'all ain't who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the people that kill people. The responsibility is on us. It's on y'all, not us. It's on y'all, yo. Y'all are the people with the microscope on y'all. And y'all are the people with reason every day to do what's naturally in your ability. That's what I'm saying. The stupid internet kids are gonna throw water bottles. They're gonna follow you in the mall. They're gonna take the picture when you said no. The internet kids are gonna do internet kid shit. You can't get with your niggas and go shoot at niggas up the street from Prime 112 after dinner while you're booked for a show. You can't do that. That's not me trying to indict the street niggas. That's me telling the street niggas that's not how you street in 2021. Maybe how you street in 2021 is a benefit concert. Who the fuck knows? I'm not street. But that ain't how you do it. And maybe the street niggas out there can tell me how it's done. But I, being the non-street nigga I am, do not advise none of y'all to shoot somebody when a water bottle flies your way. I don't. And if that happens, then fans, the onus is back on y'all on how to live at some of these shows or how to be a fan of our favorite artists. Because your favorite artist is not there just to fucking sing his song and jam and slap. Your favorite artist got feelings, and if you get too close to him or take that picture when he said no, you're dealing with real life ramifications in real time.
Exactly. And that's
why I'm not stepping on what you're saying. You're right. But everybody's right. Everybody's right.
The nigga that threw the water bottle ain't right.
He is. You can't do that.
I can do that.
I have feelings and resentment from whatever you said. And the second that I see you, I'm going to use my... I
got two things. One, if you...
I paid my ticket, I can boo.
Don't fucking come. If you feel that much resentment about what I said, don't come to my fucking show.
Oh, okay.
If you stand in that, if a nigga I don't like say some shit that I don't like, I'm not going to his show.
You're right. He don't have a show.
There's a festival. Yes.
He don't have a solo show. So I'm not there to see him. I'm there to see somebody else. And then this nigga came out, and I happen to have an empty water bottle.
And you dead wrong for throwing it.
Yo, yes, but we fans, yo, don't do that. You know, if we there to see somebody else, and this nigga come trotting out, lucky I ain't got a burger.
I'm not.
Do they sell food at this event?
I'm not doing it. Bruh, again, we come from neighborhoods where when you cross a certain line, it's no yes or no to your repercussions. You get what I'm saying? If you step out of line and disrespect a motherfucker, they don't have to just go one step. They could go 10 steps.
Yo, that's why I agree.
And you got to handle that once you disrespected them.
It's just right. And God forbid, but I do believe this. I think DaBaby is going to learn one of y'all.
How much more teaching did I do?
If you ask him,
what are you talking
about? No.
He didn't teach him yet.
A lot of niggas don't know.
They throwing water bottles at him. He ain't teach them all.
He taught enough niggas.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
A lot of niggas do not know.
He is a mega. He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
He's a megastar now.
It's niggas that got to learn him. They got to learn about who he be. He has not learned them all. No, and I do think he gonna learn one of y'all. Because y'all take artists for granted. This nigga done lost his brother.
No, niggas feel like because you are an artist, they even do it. They say it does. Yeah. Nigga, I'll give you my $25 a month. That mean I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. No, it don't.
DaBaby has had a rough year, and when he feel like speaking freely, he tell y'all about it. And what he says is, I've had a rough year, and I've never said anything to y'all. And when someone says that to me,
let me leave that nigga alone.
Yes, to me.
Yeah. To me too.
To me. That's what it means.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
And the slightest thing could trigger that.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
So it's a water bottle to you, nigga. It's disrespect to me.
And you can't dictate how I respond
And
to
you
your disrespect.
cannot dictate
He's gonna learn one of
how I
them.
respond.
He's gonna learn one of them, and I hope that he handles it in the most responsible way.
Which he's doing now, staying professional.
Well, thank the
Until you
Lord, he
go
don't
on the
have
show.
too many more get out of jail free
He
cards.
don't. That is true. He don't.
But if he did, I don't know that it's past him to not hop in the crowd and learn one of you
That's
niggas.
what I'm saying. If I could directly see who do it,
And now we right back to Ron Artest at the Palace.
that's exactly where we are.
Because Ron Artest was not supposed to go out there.
Nope.
But you was not supposed to throw that bottle.
Dump.
And now he's in your face.
And now you
Now
got
you got to deal with whatever he's bringing
And that's the other
to your
thing
face.
that was really underrated in that Malice in the Palace doc. The aim and accuracy of the nigga throwing the water
When he was
bottle.
laying on the table?
Yeah.
That shit hit him in the chest.
God has a wild sense of humor, yo.
Yo, he threw that shit from far and it hit him right in the
It
chest.
hit him. I think it hit him in the face.
No, it hit him
No,
right
chest.
here.
Yeah, right in the
Right
chest.
from the over there on the table. He laying on the table.
Oh, see, he should have ate that.
No, he shouldn't have.
The chest.
Good shot.
Yeah, you did that. Hey, man, you got good aim, buddy.
You might have been. You should have been in the league.
Yeah, now
that's Sprite.
catch the shot. That's Sprite. You got that. Now catch the shot.
Yeah, that's what he did.
That's all.
Yeah,
All right, we hope DaBaby is all right,
he got a
man.
nice 3. Cake this hook shot.
I hope everybody's all right. What
Love you,
else?
peace.
What else? What else is going on? What else is important out there? We didn't say anything about
Well, we still talking about performances and shit. Your girl went up there. Y'all ain't see it?
I didn't see any of that.
Sweetie performed.
I saw a little snippet.
She bodied it.
Pretty Privilege wins again.
She didn't body it, but
I wouldn't call it body.
But her body was it. Up
I mean,
there.
yeah, the body's
okay.
nice.
a body was there.
The dancing, just not so much.
Got you.
Just the dancing?
The rapping nigga a little.
Why your voice get so high?
Well, you can say it. Come on.
She didn't know none of the words to her song.
Pretty Privilege wins again.
Dog, that's an underrated thing with artists nowadays. They really don't be knowing their words or be forgetting their words.
Nah, but it's a little different when your shit is the cat and the bat and the rat.
There's a topic
Cats get
hiding.
lost.
There's a topic hiding in
It's
here.
also different when you ain't right. No, man, go ahead.
I will attempt to find it, though it may be difficult.
This was what the was it a billboard? Or?
Not iHeart.
iHeart. I
No
think
one
it was
cares.
iHeart.
Everyone
Yeah.
shut up. Nobody cares where it was.
I was giving you time to
Oh,
figure
no,
out
I'm
what
here.
your argument
No,
was.
this is me. I got it. I'm here.
This is
Where it is. Ish, hello? Ice? Lamont?
Who the hell is Lamont? What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Listen. When a really cool, smooth guy gets with a really fine girl, we have no way of knowing. I said I'm gonna stop trying to stop talking so slow. We have no way of knowing that guy is as cool or as smooth as he is. We grade that on how fine the girl is and whether you got her or not. Right?
Right.
This is what happens when that happens. Horrible cycle, vicious cycle that happens. They break up.
and you start.
And because she is the most beautiful thing in the universe, and we never knew how cool and smooth you were to bag her, you're going to get the brunt of this because she's fine. And how could you let such a fine specimen get away? No man in the world, except for the man that let her got away, knows there was mad reasons to get her away. She was a mess. Just a pretty face. Didn't walk the dog, clean up the dog shit, wash a dish, cook a meal, love me when didn't even ask how my day was. Didn't touch my dick in that spot that I like. She didn't do a shit. She's pretty. And then the internets, and they say, boy, you fucked up. You'll never score like this again.
They see that.
Those cries are loud, overwhelming. The man can lose confidence. This is the part that's not too highlighted. About 8 to 12 weeks after that,
she gets in front of a camera.
and we learn why that nigga left. Oh, it's plain as day.
Do your voice. Do your voice.
No, stop.
Do your voice, Dad.
That's kind of how it sounded. That's kind of how it sounded.
I just gotta put me first. I'm no longer living in the shadows of someone else. Today I'm living for me. They do all of that. Yeah. They do all of that, right?
Oh, fuck, man.
But as Sweetie continues to Sweetie and Quavo chills, I say, oh, I could see how that could get exhausting.
Yeah.
She should be arrested for a fucking attempted shake or failure to shake or trying to shake. And I love Sweetie. She's great. But she has to keep her ass where it is. That's all I got. That's it. I'm staying out of women's business. Y'all got the nerve to keep talking about Lizzo. That shit moves at least. All right, come on.
That little bunny hop at the end was what threw me.
Dog. She did the little kick her feet up in the air like the fucking.
It was a bunny hop.
Yo.
What she did? The Toyota?
I don't know what she did. She should stop though.
Don't do that.
Beautiful girl, really talented girl. We even saw her recently. She uploaded some footage of her playing volleyball without the volleyball net. Yeah.
Bump set spike.
Look,
Full
listen,
display.
what a spike. What a spike. Just. Was this at Rolling Loud?
No, this was iHeartRadio or something.
Yeah, I heart. Jingle ball.
Jingle
You
balls.
gotta heart the radio. It ain't nothing else to heart when shit ain't moving.
Yo.
All right. Beautiful girl.
Yeah,
Beautiful girl.
Beautiful.
Yo, it's R&B Man Day.
Look what you're doing.
And it's R&B Man Day because God is a woman, and a woman told y'all 4 years ago, and all you niggas still didn't make a response record to somebody saying, yo, God is a girl. You are bitch ass niggas. None of them responded to this.
They fell some pussy and said, I agree.
You're
No, they
fucking
didn't.
losers,
They
yo.
can't make nothing because then they get outcasted.
Male R&B. Which one of y'all did something like this? Fuck the song. I'm just talking about the idea.
Can't
Can't
today.
Can't even reply.
They can't come up with an idea to counter, hey, God might be a woman. My pussy is so powerful that you're
No.
beneath
No.
me and you're nothing.
No.
No, you cannot.
You crazy?
Are you nuts?
You could.
Yeah,
right.
Okay. Today?
A rapper could.
Today.
Not a singer.
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
A singer coming out, fuck out of here, you lying, God is a dude, because it, no.
Because my dick make you squirt like a geyser. No, you getting canceled, nigga.
Yo, it's almost like somebody wrote a response to that record 30, 40 years ago, right?
A whole different
Or
time.
she responded to that.
Yo, it's almost like somebody
look at that.
preemptively responded,
Yeah.
and y'all talking about it can't happen today.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Quiet.
It's a man's world.
Where we at? What else is important out there?
What else y'all got, man?
What else do I have? Let's see. You got something? This is what I have. Do you remember when all the women wanted to be flight attendants? I have all you niggas going out to see Detroit Dust are corny and can't fight. And I have Robots for Children
I'm sorry.
and the Kentucky Tornadoes.
Time out. Wait. Robots for children?
All right. Looks like we found a winner.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Looks like we have found a winner. Now, I cannot find the article, so I cannot explain it to you, gentlemen, in detail the way I thought I could. But I'll find it and I'll get back to it. Really interesting article about the robots they're making for kids and all their capabilities and how they're brainwashing our children. But we can get to that at some other point. Larry Nassar victims, the Olympic nasty gym doctor guy.
That was disgusting.
Who had over 300 victims. They reached a settlement. They get about $350 million. Round of applause.
The
I mean,
Olympics.
if you could give a round of applause to something like this. Let me turn this down. This is USA Athletics.
Okay, yeah.
Along with,
USA Gymnastics.
yes, USA Gymnasts, along with U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee. They have agreed to $380 million payout to settle the lawsuit between them and the 500-plus survivors of sexual abuse at the hands of Larry Nassar and others affiliated with USA Gymnastics. Now, let me add to that this is on top of the $500 and some odd million the victims were awarded from the University of Michigan when this story was first reported. So this is a grand total of over $850 million. Round of applause. If you could give a round of applause to something so sick.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But victory to the settlement, not the actual nasty, egregious act. Round of applause. And our prayers are with them. It has to be horrible to deal with. In the event that you don't remember, he was sentenced to over like 300 years.
Yeah, they threw the.
Yeah, they handled it as
so.
they fucking should have. You nasty sack of shit.
Yeah,
nasty sack of shit. What else is there that is important to get to on our main pod and not Patreon? Let's see. Rest in peace to the 80 dead in the Kentucky tornadoes. Oh, shit, yeah. That's really important. Really trying times out there. Prayers for everybody in Kentucky. Nasty.
Yeah.
Nastiness. It's bad news in the world everywhere you look. And everywhere you look. With that said, let me see. Detroit Dust, Robots for Kids, Elon Musk, Rolling Loud.
Yo, you know what?
Yeah, I'm done.
Speaking of the tornadoes thing, there was
Neil deGrasse says there's no such thing as tornadoes, but go ahead.
There was a
Did he really?
Yeah. I don't think. Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
So what
he
the hell
said
is a
he
tornado
said
then?
that humans are coming up with terms so we can understand things, but he said there's no such thing as a tornado or a hurricane. He said in human terms, the hurricane and tornado scale, they differ from 2, 3, 4, and 5 miles per hour for humans. So he said a tornado 1 and tornado 2, all of it is the escalation of wind, which is in front of us daily. We're just not reporting the escalation of wind daily. So by the time it gets to tornado, hurricane, yeah, it's still the escalation of wind. It's just a lot of it now, but that's every day. That's what he says. Yo,
he's the smartest man in the world. I gotta leave him
dying. Yo,
alone.
you better watch your fucking mouth, Ish. Because you dying to try Neil deGrasse, yo.
I'm with you. I'm with him on that.
Thank you.
He didn't say nothing, and I'm with him too.
What you talking about, nigga?
I'm with him.
I'm not talking about anything.
Because
I'm just telling you what Neil
tornado
deGrasse
is a
said
wind
to
There's
me.
no such
vortex,
thing
which
as
is
hot
different.
sauce. It's only ketchup. They thin it out and they add some peppers to it. What do you mean? Once the wind reaches a certain miles per hour,
A
it
tornado
can
is
be
a wind
classified
vortex.
as something
Yo,
else.
Neil would crack your muffin, yo. Neil would kill
That don't
you,
make
yo.
sense?
Yes, it makes
There's a
sense
small
if you're
chance
stupid.
that Joe's maybe not.
No, it probably is the wind
No, Parks is
responding.
saying that I'm not reporting it maybe
that you're not
correctly.
conveying it
100%
accordingly.
correctly. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I roll with that. Because the way Joe's
why-
saying it, I'm like, nah, that.
Joe is not Neil deGrasse. Nigga, I'm telling you from Joe's brain.
I know.
Y'all are sitting there saying that Neil deGrasse, when he says it, might be wrong. Tell it to him, dog. Don't tell it to Joe. Neil
If
deGrasse
that's what-
said, "There's no such thing as Mercury retrograde, tornadoes, hurricanes,
I believe that.
romanticism. He killed mad shit, ghosts, zodiac, numerology.
I believe that.
What?
You don't believe in such thing as ghosts?
Man, I'm playing a
talking about
sleeper, yo. I'm out. I'm not doing this.
No,
with
I
y'all.
was telling y'all
Yo,
something.
this brand new slap.
Yo, hold up. I was telling y'all something because we were talking about the tornadoes. And did y'all see there was a text exchange with a person that was working for Amazon. It was telling I guess it was significant other, yo, the wind's picking up. I can't, Amazon's not letting us leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then come to find out that person didn't make it home. And the conversation went to how fucked up it is that some of these big corporations will rather keep you here than let you go home in the event of emergency. I'm saying, did y'all see
I didn't
that?
see that. I'm not surprised.
I was about to ask, they wouldn't let them leave because of the conditions? Because that could be a liability on the company too if they let you
Right,
leave
if they
in the
let
middle
you
of the
leave.
shit.
Yeah. You're safer here in
You're
this
safer in
building
this
or whatever.
big-ass
We
building.
have a protocol for where you stand when
Could
the
be.
thing happens.
That I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know
Could
if
be.
it was that or they just said no work, motherfucker.
I know a lot of the bigger companies is like work, motherfucker.
I can believe it.
They care about that. Y'all wait it out. Storm will pass. Work. But all right, come on, Joe. Give me a sleeper.
I also saw a report that said, and when I say report, I mean some nigga on Twitter. that said,
Hey, if it's on the internet, it's true.
No, that's
the rule.
That said, what's that movie? Was it what's that movie that's amazing that not enough people know is amazing? Dallas Buyers Club.
The
Dallas Buyers Club.
is amazing.
That was a great movie.
So what someone said is that in Dallas Buyers Club, the gentleman behind the big pharma attack that everybody was so outraged about was Dr. Fauci. And now I have to go watch that movie again.
I'm watching it.
No, they just had a report.
Now I got to go watch it again.
They just had a report on him saying some bullshit.
Don't
a year
serious
ago.
us out. Just get
I'm not.
in and out. Dip in, dip out.
Oh, well,
Happy pie.
Can we talking bullshit real quick? You see that President Biden said he's not extending the college tuition
Good.
student loan. He's not doing it now.
Good.
But it's against everything you said.
They're all liars.
They're
They
liars.
do. They say whatever they want to do.
But the students should stop begging for shit. Nigga, go to work. Get out there in the world.
Damn, you can't. All right, bro. They go. Student loan relief. That's what it was, not college tuition. Well, yeah.
Student loan, nigga. Get a job.
Fam, if I'm coming out of school with 80 grand in debt.
Don't tell us.
Yo, you want to have this fight? Yo, no, let's have this fight.
No,
You're right.
It's
Lower
more
your
than,
voice, Joe.
It's more than
Lower your voice, Joe. You're screaming. Some people take you to be irate and irrational right now. Lower your voice so you can properly explain what you're saying. Give yourself time to gather your thoughts. Get your brain together. Ice, you want to have that fight on Patreon? I'll do it as the guy that's totally against school and the modern day structure and the educational system as it currently exists. I'm totally down to do that. They'll get no sympathy. Those guys won't get no sympathy from me. You volunteered into a fucked up structure. So now you want me to empathize with the results from it? Tell me on Patreon. Tell me on Patreon. Tell me on Patreon. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're about to sound stupid is what you're about to do. You're about to sound stupid is all you about to do, arguing for this fucked up educational system that's in place.
It's not arguing for the
system. So unless
system.
you have a different argument, don't say I'm about to eat a muffin.
You are. A dozen.
I'll wait to see you on Patreon. Hey, subscribe right now to hear him.
Hey, yo, new say mine. Put the butter in
Timestamp King. Timestamp King. Timestamp King.
TSK.
Look what you're doing, yo.
TSK.
Look what you're doing, yo. And with that note, let me tell you when male R&B was thriving. Some of y'all was outside. And I guess this proves his point. But this is what changed the game for male R&B.
Nigga, no, this changed a lot of games.
This is what changed the game for male R&B. Honestly.
This changed a lot of games.
Dead ass. I know I typically dick ride Drake for a little bit because he's the biggest act, but this song changed male R&B, yo.
Damn, he put the voicemail on
He
there.
got sued, yo. She sued him.
Yeah, she did.
She sued him.
The girl?
I need my
Yes.
pub. I need my pub.
Yes.
Yeah,
You can't
nigga.
put my voicemail in the front of your smash record. I'm suing you. She sued him. He settled. Cup full of rosé. Cups full of rosé.
Bitches in my old phone.
I ain't gonna hold you. It would be tough to deal with this as an R&B act.
And this is a rapper.
The woman that I could try
Was happy
is
with
happy
a good
with a good guy.
I just...
But I've been drinking so much.
I'm gonna call him
I'm
anyway.
gonna call her anyway and say, see, and that's my answer to Tank when he says that vulnerability in male R&B is dead because you got to compete with Future. It's not dead if you do it. It just has to be done different. Like, it can't be done today like Lenny Williams did it.
Nah, but again, for a new artist coming out, they can't do that.
Yes, they can.
Yeah,
I disagree.
But they can.
I don't think they get the same push that Drake
No,
does.
push is different.
Drake is a
You
monster.
said the new artists can't do that.
Oh, you could do whatever
They
you
could,
want.
they
do
could
it,
do
but
this.
ain't nobody gonna hear it.
You could do whatever you want. I'm not saying that.
Yo, House of Balloons didn't have a push behind it.
Word.
No, it did not.
And he's one
And
of
you
the
was
biggest
there.
stars in the world.
That is
That-
what
that-
led to him being who he is. And that's the point I was making to Tank. Some of the R&B niggas, you got to go to their... I brought up Janae Sailing Souls because it was her mixtape. Mm-hmm. And then it led to her Def Jam deal. And then it led to The Worst. And then it led to where she is.
But give me a comparable male that it did that for.
Around that time, Frank
Male in R&B.
Yeah.
That just came
Frank
out.
Ocean.
Frank.
I'm about to say Frank Ocean.
The Weeknd did that. Party Next Door in 2012 was a mixtape that ran on to albums.
They had
No,
push.
Party Next Door didn't have a push.
Frank ain't have a push.
And Frank didn't have a push.
Frank
No.
didn't have a push.
Weekend didn't
The
have a
Weeknd
push.
didn't have a
Weekend and
push.
Party had a push.
The
Weekend did
Weeknd
not
didn't
have a push
for House of
fam.
Balloons. He
No
couldn't have
way.
a push. That music was all about doing coke.
He definitely did not
It
have
was
a push.
all cokehead. Hold on, I got you. Because
Who's behind him?
Me and Ish wasn't talking at this
At that time, nobody really.
Oh, okay.
Me and Ish wasn't talking at this time, right? So I don't know how much of this he was into at this time. But listen, Listen. Stop it. Stop it already. You can't start a record like this. I didn't get to 3 seconds. You can't start a record like this and say you want to be a successful commercial.
How long ago was that?
This is 2012. Yo, you can't pick this beat if you want commercial success. So what some of these guys did is what some of the girls did with mixtapes and how they just kept ascending. Yo, even how he writes his records has changed. Look. You don't even have to know the words. And you can't.
3 minutes.
Yo, I'm fucking it up on purpose so y'all can understand. You don't have to be a song. Yo, you don't have to be a songwriter. Let me show you the difference of what I'm saying. Yo, when this came out, nobody knew the words. Nobody knew what this beat was doing.
Cared.
Everybody was on pills.
I still don't know the words.
We were all on pills, yo. Nobody was thinking about singing along to this chord. Here you go.
This one, the Molly was.
Yo, some of y'all that was outside in 2010, 2011, I don't have to tell y'all. Yo, niggas was high out of our minds when this was out. Listen to this chorus. Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Yo, to the regular music consumer, let me show you what I be talking about. Do. Turn this shit off. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Look. I shouldn't even have to tell y'all a word. Your ears should tell you the difference in this. He trying to keep it groovy right here. Get this shit out of here. Give me the Broadway drums. Nobody. Yo, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all music heads. If you don't know nothing about music, you should be able to hear the difference in what was happening in A and what's happening in B, the goals, the incentive, the money behind it. Fuck this movie. Forget the movie. Just this slow, clearly understandable, digestible. Here we go. What was that word Tank used? Syncation?
I ain't know what
Syncopation.
I was going.
Syncopation.
It's offbeat.
It's the beat. It's the beat. It's the where you place your. It's how you. I knew what he was saying.
Yeah, it's not on the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4.
Hey, yo,
Sync.
you be getting hard when niggas start talking that music shit.
Well, Parks is up that
Syncopation.
class.
I was like, what? The sync what?
Really, will you be talking to somebody and they say that word and they know what it means? But listen, this is what he's saying. If you trying to make records and be in the music industry, then you got to make this change. Yo, and I could have gave y'all I Can't Feel My Face. I could have gave y'all any weekend radio record, and it wouldn't have been. That ain't even made for the niggas that listen to radio. It's made for psychos like me. That's the point. We've stayed on that long enough, so I'll get back to ending this podcast. Tank, let's do it. Yo, male R&B, yo, we love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Please, yo, please don't take any of my criticism as hate, because I love all y'all. Y'all are all extremely talented. We need every one of y'all, and I search for your music every single Friday to buy it, not stream it. That's important. But we are in a competitive game. That's not only for the rappers. That's for R&B people too. So if you see the girls kicking your ass, the girls couldn't kick ass with this. Because it simply expresses what every man has felt at some point. It ain't worth telling a lie. Like, I mean, you niggas aren't doing that. I don't think that make me the bad guy for saying it. I buy all y'all shit. All of y'all are trying to put 50 songs on a fucking album so you could stream right. None of y'all are sacrificing. Nobody's taking a classic. Y'all are trying to fuck up a classic before you make a classic. Y'all ain't gonna shame me for fucking pointing it out. Fuck y'all niggas. Suck my dick like Ish say I be saying every pod. Now, keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there until the next time. I bid you adieu, farewell, adios, arrivederci, so long, goodbye. Hasta la vista, we love y'all. Yo, life is a series of moments and moments pass, so let's make this one last as if it's all that we have. Say no. And we'll be back same time, same place. I'm gone, man, before they forget I made Pump It Up. Before they forget this a music rap podcast. Yo, y'all hold it down. Same time, same place this weekend. You heard? Happy holidays. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe. Tell your family that you love them, please. Tomorrow's not promised. Life is fragile and sensitive. Find love, find trust, and find yourself if need be. You heard?
Joe Budden. Enough, Daddy.